And we are live. I do apologize for the delay, guys. We had a little bit of an issue. Sadly, something happened with the Shaka show. He was not able to actually join us today. I don't know if he overslept. But we did get a last-minute clutch joining in with Sir Rambler. Rambler, thank you again for coming in clutch with that, my friend. I do really, really appreciate you.
No problem.
We do have a very intense matchup today. We have Mr. Lazy Helios, Chris Crass, and Dandy Durf Dude all coming in, trying to make their way into the semifinals today. So it is going to be some very tough competition, and we'll see how all three of them do today. We will quickly go over each player, get your guys' thoughts on today's match, your hopes, and how you hope things are going to turn out, bosses that you want to see or don't want to see, and stuff like that. And then I will be giving you guys my seed in just a second.
Yeah, give him the seed. Give him the seed.
We got
Okay.
Rambler on the screen. Say hello, everybody, to Mr. Rambler.
Hello.
He absolutely came in clutch today. Shaka was supposed to be my co-commentator, but something happened. He overslept, forgot about it. I don't know, but Rambler came in last minute clutch. So
Ban Shaka.
please say thank you to Rambler because
Thank you, Rambler.
he is amazing.
Everybody's welcome.
So Helios, I want your thoughts on today's match, my friend. As I get the seed in the chat for you guys, let me go ahead and delete this old message, and there is your guys' seed. Load her on up, and we can get this going.
Thanks for the seed, Ginger. I really wanted your seed.
No
Thank
problem.
you so much.
No
May I
problem.
have some more?
Everybody wants
Thank you,
ginger
Ginge.
seed.
Thank you, Ginge.
Common Rambler W, Common Shaka L. Sadly. Sir Messerschmitt, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I hope you're doing fantastic. You are now an honorary ginger. Just accept it for what it is.
So about my
Don't
thoughts.
accept it.
Yeah, let's get Helios' thoughts on this. Helios, let's hear it.
I have a lot more experience than either of these two, and normally I do a little better, but it could easily go wrong if there's a DLC boss, because they're better at me than miles better at all of the DLC bosses than me. So
Okay.
I am hoping there are no DLC bosses. Is what I will. That's my statement. No DLC, please.
So,
Can I
are
go
there
next?
any base game bosses that you are hoping for that you think you would do better against than Durf and Chris?
Not that I'd do better, but I think I'm fine with any of the, like, I don't know, like full-grown flying star beast, I guess, something like that.
Okay. What about you, Chris? What are your thoughts on today's match? What are you hoping to see, hoping not to see?
I'm a bit confident, actually, Ginge. What's it called? I've rewatched the the previous matches, and I was honestly much closer than I thought I would be. You know, and what I hope for this match is the seed just spams the fuck out of DLC bosses. You know, totally unrelated to Helios.
Yeah, totally.
One quick
Totally.
side note for everybody. I will be getting a prediction on the screen now. You guys can vote your channel points to see who you think will end up winning this. We've got Helios, Dandy Durf Dude, and Chris Crass. We will start the
bet on
prediction
Helios.
now. And good luck with your guys' picks.
I'm gonna ask for a minute. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yep.
BRB.
Me too.
And I finally get a Helios face reveal. That's new. I was not expecting that.
He's
I've
been
been
doing
seeing
that.
his face several times already.
This
I'm
is my
tired of
first
it.
time seeing his face, so this
It's
is
nothing
absolutely
special,
new
but
to me.
it's there.
It's nothing special. Still
Yeah.
waiting on Durf to go live.
It's not like Durf's.
Being a little slowpoke here.
I'm just getting my controller ready. I'm almost done.
I'm just messing with you, Durf. You're
You
good.
better be.
His first face review was Zelda Squares, Aggie. Oh my god.
Really? I guess I just missed that. This is my first experience seeing his face, so this is news to me.
Isn't he beautiful?
He is glorious. You all are glorious.
Except for Durf, who's still not up apparently. The stream.
It's up now. It's
Oh,
up.
now it's up. Now it's up. Now it's glorious as ever.
I disagree.
Exactly. Thank you so
No,
much.
I do not disagree. Durf is special.
I
It's the name of
agree.
the
I'm very
character,
Durf
special.
is
Yes,
special.
thank you.
Durf holds a special place in all of our hearts.
Damn right.
Chris, we are just waiting for your game on the screen.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not appearing.
And I'm sorry, Chris, if you weren't finished, I kind of cut you off to quickly talk about the prediction. If you want to continue saying what you were saying, or unless you were done.
Nah, I'm good.
You're good? You hyped? You
Yeah.
ready for this?
Yeah, I'm hype. I'm hype, dude.
All right. Dandy Durf Dude, what are you hoping to see, hoping not to see? Things of that nature.
I'm hoping to see a repeat of the qualifiers where I beat both Helios and Chris. If
Okay.
you guys remember that? I beat both of them by good margin.
Yep.
Remember Helios? That was
I
pretty
remember that.
awesome. It was a good
Yeah.
day. I hope that is a repeat today, and hopefully there's nothing that gets in my way.
Fun
Okay.
fact: Durf actually rewatched that match 20 times.
Fun fact, he couldn't rewatch that match 20 times because sadly
Yeah,
it wasn't
no,
streamed.
it wasn't recorded. So what's
Damn
up,
it.
Helios? What was that?
He
It was actually
him on his
recorded.
PC.
I did record it.
What the hell is? What?
Unless you were streaming on Twitch, then I couldn't record it.
No, I wasn't. We weren't
Actually,
allowed to
no, I
stream,
think
remember?
I did have the Twitch recordings as well.
There we
It's
go.
just the way that I had to do it. Like, there's no way those are getting posted anywhere because it just, yeah.
There it is. We have all three gamers.
Yep, just waiting to
Get
see
it.
Chris's Vagabond, and we can confirm that everybody has the same starting seed, starting class. All right. And we do have, each player does have their own live split on, so you will see a difference in their live split time and the time underneath my face, because mine is not connected to any in-game time while theirs will be, and they're going to be doing quit outs and stuff like that, which will affect the in-game time and their live split time. So do keep in mind when you see a difference in my time and their time, that is why. And you guys are more than welcome to start looking at your classes, find everything you need to do, set everything up, get everything you want it the way you want it. When you guys are ready, please click finish and hover over yes. Just a couple of tidbits of information for you guys. This match could be your final match of the tournament, or it could lead you to the semifinals. The winner of this match will be progressing to the semifinals, while the two losers will be knocked out of the tournament because this is a double elimination. So I implore all players to do your absolute best. You guys got this. I believe in every single one of you. I think this is anyone's game. I think you all have proved how skilled you are as gamers. Durf, like you said, you have beaten both of them in the qualifiers, so you definitely could come out and clutch this. Chris, we have seen your excellent skill, especially in DLC bosses, really coming into play. If there are a lot of DLC bosses, and just in general, if you do really good against some of the base game bosses, I definitely can see a lot from you. As for Helios, he has proven himself a gamer among gamers many times, so we could see a lot of stuff coming from Helios as well.
Yeah, good luck to all three of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you, man.
Yeah, good luck to all three of you. I expect to see a dang good match out of each of you.
Let's get it.
All right, and then same rules as always. You know the rules, no stream sniping, no looking at spoiler logs, no wrong warping, stake skips, stuff like that, no glitches, exploits. Just keep it clean, and I will be deafening and muting you guys all. Do not deafen yourself, because if for some reason I do need to deafen you, or undeafen you and speak to you, I will be doing that. And yeah, just have fun.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck. guys.
Thank you, dude.
Good luck. Good luck.
Yep. Good
Good
luck
luck
to
to everyone.
everybody. As soon as Chris hovers over yes, whenever you're ready, Chris, there is no rush. I will begin the countdown, and then we will deafen you guys and get things going. So this is match number 1 of week 2 of the Rando-Ring tournament. This is the first of 3 matches this week. We do have another match tomorrow and then another one on Saturday. Those times will be posted later. All players are ready, so we can begin the countdown. Before we do that, though, Rambler, did you have any other thoughts or questions for them?
I want to know who amongst you has the most, the best grafted Scion replacement. So you should try to give it a try for grafted Scion, don't you think? It's 2 checks.
Yeah. I think it would be pretty interesting if we saw all players going for that. I don't know why they would, but
Gentlemen's agreement, guys. Go for Grafted Scion. Or no? It's
Yeah.
up to you. Yeah,
Sure.
Chris.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
You're a gentleman, right?
I mean, Durf and Helios are
man.
down for this, so I don't know, man. Now that
Last
is
time they said
completely up to
gentlemen
you
It is
guys.
two
already did it.
It is 2 checks. It could drop the weapon that you need.
All right, so we've got no confirmation on a gentleman's agreement.
So-
We will go ahead and begin
No,
this.
all seriousness, let's fucking go.
Yes, let's go. You guys game it out. I believe in every single one of you guys. I know you all are going to put on a damn good show for us. Have fun, kick ass, and let's freaking do this. If you guys are ready, 3, 2, 1, go!
Let's go.
Let's go, bitches.
All right, we've got 1
And it
and
starts.
2 and 3. They are deafened and muted, so they can no longer hear or speak to us. Yeah, I am really hoping to see some strong DLC bosses in this, honestly. And
I agree.
And that's not just for Chris's sake. I want to see some strong DLC bosses because those tend to be some of the funnest ones to watch.
Yeah, especially because like there is like, oh, obviously the DLC has been out for a few months already, but there's too much unknown about some of them. Like
Yep.
like if some windows are actually very good for like some weapons, like there's no way you could have tested every single weapon on every single boss. So DLC.
No, is
bosses are
Helios
definitely
actually
going to be
going for that?
exciting.
There was no actual gentleman's agreement. What are you
Oh
doing, Helios?
my God! With a Qatar.
I'm gonna undeafen him just so he does actually know. Helios, there was actually no gentleman's agreement fully made, so you do not need to fight this, just so you know.
And he is showing how the Qatar is just not good for this fight.
Okay, I mean, I gave him an opportunity. He's still going for it. He's wilding out. Now is not the time to be doing stuff like this, but I don't know if he heard us. If he
He died. He died
Okay.
on purpose.
I mean, I feel a little bit bad for him in a way, but I mean, I did mention that there
mean,
was actually no gentleman's agreement established, so.
I did not know that like my joke was going to be taken seriously. I'm sorry.
I mean, if
But,
need
like-
be, we can cut 30 seconds off his time. I am cool with that.
No, that was his decision.
That was his decision, so.
There was no agreement.
And I
But
did
I
mention
don't
that.
expect that to matter too much because he can make time real fast. Like I don't know if you guys know this, but he was the first to get to that location. Basically, like he was a good 5 to 10 seconds ahead of both Durf and Chris. Like he just has all the tricks of the speedrunner, so he can make that time up with general execution.
Yep. And there's not much in the Calais shop that I saw. I did see a hefty pot. If they found a recipe that could be used on, then it would be kind of good. But as of right now, there's really not much in the
Yeah.
Calais shop.
There is one Burger King mask that gives you three more intelligence. It may come in clutch for
If
stats requirements,
yeah, if we
but
found a decent weapon for that, then definitely.
mhm. Falling Star Beast not out of the pool. We have three, actually four Falling Star Beasts now in the game, but it is a boss that most players are very comfortable with. It's probably like not the type of boss that you want to know. It's less likely to be found
Yep.
in the next few bosses.
And Helios now getting to
Let's
the Calais shop while Durf is the first to get his torrent.
yeah. Now it's where like the moment of preparation is the most can be very different between the players.
Yep.
Some like to rush Kaled out of the gate, basically to try to get all the materials they need and set up Radon, who is like one of the most important fights you want to do
Yep.
in Rando. Some just go to Liurnia. I believe Chris will go to Liurnia. That's his play style mostly, like
Yep.
go and try to get the first few checks and the graveyards.
And I do believe
Helios, I think,
we'll see Durf going to Dectus Lift and then straight to Kaled is my guess for Durf.
yeah, that's what he is looking towards, apparently, like to the Dectus place. And I didn't know that there was like a check there. He didn't get it, but there was an item next to the flower.
Yeah, he did miss
Lightning
it. I think
Grease.
he saw that it was a small white and decided not to go for it.
Yeah, the small white is not as enticing, obviously, but there are some items that can be good, like
Yep.
greases and some weapons. They do appear like that. The
And
Great
some
Katana,
runes
for
as
example,
well.
is a small white.
And
We got
and
three Smithing
runes as
Stone
well.
threes already. Exactly. And as predicted, Chris is making his way to Liurnia.
Yep.
Might get the Scarab on the way.
We did notice
No, this
in one
just
of the previous matches, I believe it was two players got this scarab that has Stormwall, and both of them got that very chunky remembrance. Um,
yeah.
I think it was Fakrosh and one other, but I can't remember who it was. It
I
might have
like to
been
make that
Durf.
check because I know some players don't do that check,
Yep.
and doesn't take that long. You can basically get just one item, obviously, but it could be a very clutch item, especially if the other players don't go for it.
Yep. Sadly today,
And
not worth it.
just a silver horn tender. That is
It's
$1,000
a
at
thousand
least,
bucks.
but
It's not
it
bad.
is not. It's not the best thing, but it's also not the worst.
Yep. We do see Durf is the first here to this graveyard, and we'll see if he does decide to do the Dectus check.
Yeah, he's getting all the graveyard. Didn't get much out of it except for some warming stones, which could come in clutch in some fights, like when you don't have the heals anymore.
Yep.
It's not as good as the raw meat dumpling, but it is something.
It is something.
Now I believe he will do the height check and obviously check the merchant. That has been like one route that I've attempted a few times. The problem is height is not the best check. It is a check that usually does not pay off for a great rune. It's good to know if you to have it to know if you're going to go
Helios
for
really
the
struggling to get
rusty
this
key.
one item.
Yeah, he got the barbed staff spear, which is the Jory's weapon. It is a great
Okay.
spear, faith weapon. It's not the best. It has bleed on it, and it's a somber. But if you don't find anything good, it could be the weapon.
Okay. That could be that would be interesting to see if somebody does decide to use that, because I don't think I've ever seen that used in a rando race.
Yeah, it is. It is very heavy on the faith requirement. So
Mm,
uh, you don't want to do that for that weapon unless it's absolutely necessary.
gotcha. We will go ahead and probably go big screen here on Durf, as I believe he is going to be the first one to do a check. I did want to see what the merchant is, but I think the check is more important.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the merchant while you check height.
Sounds good. Appreciate you.
Somber 1 and
Just so
Somber 3
sassy,
out of the
go
check in the
down.
merchant.
He's just so sassy.
So, like, the very often elusive. And that's an interesting. Deck is left,
Yeah.
so that's a vanilla. That's a
Yeah,
vanilla
that wasn't terrible.
position. No, you got the talisman pouch, which is sometimes very useful if you
Mhm.
can find an extra talisman.
And now he knows that Rusty Key cannot be anywhere but Rusty Key location, so that location is now a completely unviable check unless for some reason you are very desperate on flask upgrades.
Exactly. Now let's see if what Chris is going to go now. He's going for the extra checks on the right side of Liurnia. Now he has guaranteed somber 1 and 3. Oh my god,
Oh
wild
my.
strikes.
Horaloo Remembrance, that's I believe a 40k drop right there.
No, it's a 30 key. It's
30k? Okay. Oh
Yeah.
no, Durf getting absolutely destroyed right now by a Winter
Oh
Lantern.
my
Oh no!
god.
You need to save and quit out,
Should
Durf!
quit out.
Save and quit
Quit
out!
out. Quit out.
Oh no!
Quit
He
out.
does at least have a Stake America there. He really should have saved and quit out.
Oh, for sure.
No,
Especially,
Rusty Key.
I don't know if it's inside.
It's not going to be in that small room, but it is at least going to be in the. I think it is downstairs.
If it's downstairs, it might be impossible to use the trap chest.
If he saves and quit out right by the chest, he should be fine.
He's trying
This
to go sneaky about it.
could pay off, but
Oh,
yeah.
I don't think
And he
can
gets
get
it.
sneaky here. Oh,
He gets it.
He is. Oh my! I am a little bit behind.
It does aggro to
Yeah, that
him
was
in the end, but
scary.
yeah. By the way,
No.
Aggie, I did a bunch of tests on it because we weren't sure if the Rusty Key could drop at Market or not. And through all my tests, I found 2 locations that the key can spawn. It can spawn at Dectus or its normal location. I never found it at Margit or Godric or Leonine, which were all places that we had assumed that it could potentially spawn at.
They're getting a couple of stones here. But I don't think anybody, like, unless Durf also checks the Wild Strike Scarab, I don't think they have found anything as great as the Horrorloo's Remembrance.
Yep.
So
we do have a
is in a
graveyard. There
great
is a golden
advantage here.
item here. And it is some more
it's a magic
gauntlets.
card.
This is the
Yes, you
second
got the
legendary gauntlets he has found.
It's another good selling item. I
Mhm.
believe it gives you 2,000.
I believe
but
so.
Not as good as a. Oh my god! Look at that Horfrost Stomp for 15k at round table. So
Okay,
everybody
I
who goes
am.
a smithing weapon can have code in it.
I will have to refresh Helios because I'm seeing that just now.
Frost Stomp, but for that much money? Okay.
Yeah,
No weapons.
I am getting some lag on Durf as well. That may be my internet.
Alright, so we got Helios refreshed. I will go ahead and refresh Durf as well.
Durf is probably going to do his second check, which is the imbued sword key.
Yep, and we do see Chris getting the Academy key location and finding the actual Academy key and 2 seeds. And Durf goes down to a Cumbug.
And the Cumbug is very far from him. I wonder if just like quitting out would have solved, probably. Now Helios is going to face the Winter Lantern.
Yep, we will actually go full screen on Helios here as he
It's because
He
he's
does
awful,
do the
dude.
quit
Quits.
out, which is what I
Yeah,
believed
he
Durf
immediately
should have
quits
done.
out. Yeah, immediately quits out on the. But he's still caught, so he quits out again.
I basically need to hope the trap still works, even if he grabs me.
Another legendary item, and it's Lutel.
Oh,
And a
this
Somber
is a
3, but
very
then he
dangerous
gets
graveyard right now.
killed. Yeah, Dragon and a Bear.
Helios does make it through the trap chest. While Durf did get the torch lit.
The question now, will he go already? I think he should. He gets a Somber 3 on the roof. So Somber 3 is not going to be a concern, I think, for most
Yeah,
situations. Oh my god, Dark Moon
Dark Moon.
Greatsword.
That'll go well with that Burger King helmet. And we do see just couple golden seeds in the chest there. So sadly, no great runes yet.
That's a good reason to do this check sooner than later. You get a couple of
Ooh.
upgrade materials.
Chris just got the
A
grafted
grafted.
great blade. That is actually one of my favorite rando weapons. I love the late game damage on that thing. It's a little bit rough to get online, but honestly, it's not too bad because it's really only just strength requirements. Um, that would be my choice this run already. I've not seen anything else that I would go for here.
Yeah, I agree because colossal weapons tend to do very good in randomizers because you never know if you're like you can have a bleed weapon, you can have a frost weapon, but you never know what boss you're going to face. Colossals tend to have at least like they always going to cause the most like the biggest amount of stance damage.
Yep.
So you can always take advantage of that. The problem is putting them online. I believe it's 40 strength that is needed, so you need 27 to two-hand it and that without a good amount of money that can be very tough to meet. So
Uh,
maybe he goes for a secondary weapon on the way, or maybe
yep.
he doesn't go for the grafted blade greatsword.
Here's a couple of notes for you guys. I didn't notice him pick it up, but I saw Durf open his inventory. He does have the Remembrance of the Sunflower, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't know where he got it, but it is I believe it's also 30k.
Yep.
So
And
he
that
will be
should be
set
more
with
than enough to get the Grafted Great Blade online. Like, he could have that online right now.
well, but yeah, but I don't know if that's wait, so did Durf or Chris got the remembrance?
Durf did.
Yeah, but he did. Yeah, he didn't find the
He
grafted
doesn't
yet.
have,
Maybe
but it's
he's
at a graveyard, and chances are he will go for the graveyard. Would be my guess. Now he could decide not to, but if he does decide to, that could be very good for him.
yeah, but he did get the Dark Moon Great Sword. Maybe that's the temptation, right?
It could very well be the temptation. We will see, and we did learn just last night. It is a very difficult weapon to get online.
38 is
Yeah.
too much.
38 is a
Very
lot.
late game.
That's a late game weapon to get online. He does have a lot of smithing stones. He could choose to do the smithing stone route and then work on getting that online. We'll see what he decides to go with here.
The interesting thing about getting the Academy key in the normal location is that it doesn't really increase the odds, but makes it more difficult for you to go for Albus or the imbued sword at Belfry. Like you think, oh, I don't really need to go for that right now, but those places could have great runes,
Mm-hmm.
and so it is a bit of a gamble that you maybe don't want to be calling right now. But I don't know. Like I've been incorporating that to my checks.
Yeah.
Like even if I get Academy key, I go there just in case. Especially if I still have like one
Oh,
or two early
Durf finds another
material
remembrance.
for upgrades. He did find a grafted remembrance, which is 20k. It's the worst possible remembrance, but it's enough money, like with the sunflower, to set you up for most things.
For sure.
And that may tempt him to not go to the graveyards in Liurnia. Like he already has the money, he has the stones.
He just needs a weapon. I don't think he's found anything that he's really excited about at the moment.
Probably not, yeah. Helios is now going to do the check at Fort Height.
Honestly, with their pathing, I don't think either of these players like to just straight up rush Makar. We do find Radigan's Soar
Oh,
Seal. We've seen both the Scar Seal
that's
and the Soar Seal now.
that's a pretty big check.
Very big
That's
check.
awesome for Chris
Oh yeah.
because it's going to push him so close to be able to use the grafted blade
Mm-hmm.
if he wants to.
And all he has to do is pivot back to that Godric's remembrance there at the first graveyard in Liurnia, or at Livgrave, and he's got the money that he needs to be able to wield it.
Well, he already has the dex, so that's only 9 levels, I think, or even less.
Yeah,
Actually,
he
with
may
the
not
Source
even
Seal.
need a remembrance to if he's found a decent amount of runes along the way. This
think
could be
he
very
found
good for
1
Chris
through
here.
4. Yes.
And yeah, I
think
do
he
believe he
found
has
1
all
through
the
4
stones.
somewhere 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the stones have been quite nice to the players this game.
Interesting that Durf is now going to Fort Ferroth. Maybe he's thinking about uh, getting Kaled completely out of the way as soon as he reaches Altus.
Mm-hmm. I do believe Helios went to Fort Ferroth as well. I don't know if he went all the way up or not. I think he just grabbed the Grace and then dipped out.
I've been guilty of forgetting about Ferroth so many times.
Yep.
And he's getting the Scarab as well. And Kaled. Let's see if that is anything good.
Sadly
it's
not.
just root resin. Yeah, that is not worth anything.
We do see Chris now looking like he's going to be going to Kaled.
Yeah, he might only need in his place I would go straight to all the way to the precipice. Maybe even check who the boss is.
Yep.
And then make a decision because he already has the stones, he already has a potential weapon, and now he's going to face the Winter Lantern as well.
Yep. Helios buys the Claymore. That could be a very viable weapon, at least for the early game.
Oh, a gold pick of Foulfoot. I think it's the only one who made that check was Chris. And now
Durf does have a gold Foulfoot.
And what? I framed it.
Chris gets super lucky.
I framed it. Oh my god, that was so lucky.
That was very lucky.
The Winter Lantern.
Are we gonna see Durf just immediately commit to Dark Moon? He does have 2 remembrances and a decent amount of starting runes. I don't
it is 40.
know if he has enough. Sunflower is 40? Nice. I called it. Let's go.
As of right now, he has 14 intelligence. He cannot get to 38. That's for sure. Maybe
he's gonna try. Can't quite see what he can get it to. He can get it to 32.
He's so close. It's 32, and I think he may have an item.
Okay, I see where he got the Sunflower Remembrance. It was the Rot Grease pickup in the Celia Tunnel. Because Chris just got it.
He just might have it as well, and I didn't see.
Helios does have Dark Moon Greatsword. He might try to do a fire sale. Durf kind of taking a little bit of time here deciding on what he wants to do. He should quit out and decide that.
And Durf also found this the talisman. That's why he has 5 additional. He found the intelligence talisman.
Okay.
Yeah, in his place, I would be so tempted to go immediately
Yeah, he just has to
for like.
sell a couple of things, or buy the Burger King helmet.
Yeah, I think that's what he will eventually do.
Yep. Looks like we're gonna see him
That
just straight away commit to it.
it isn't an expensive. It isn't expensive as well. It is a very good call
And if he
in this
sells a few of
particular.
his unnecessary armors, he should have more than enough to get it online.
What that does though is he is going to take much longer to actually get his vigor to a good place.
Yep.
So it is a bit concerning, but having Dark Moon +4 already, 21 minutes in, you could do worse than that.
Yeah. He's definitely gaming right now for sure. If he kills this scarab right here, he's golden. Uh, he might be trying to go to Margit, but if he decides to kill the scarab along the way, this will be absolutely clutch for him. And he still is able to put a couple levels into vigor. Those couple remembrances has really paid off for him. I really want to see him
Yes.
kill the scarab here. Nope. Oh, that
Just
would have
go
been so
straight to the
clutch for
arena.
him if he did.
Yeah, 30k additional. He would get like at least like 4 levels, I
The
guess.
Horaloo remembrance is in the Wild Strikes Ash of War Scarab.
Now we're
Helios
getting
is
to
the
the
only one
point
to pick it
where
up.
they did things in different orders, but they are able to probably reach Precipice around the same
Yep.
time. Helios is now going to the Academy Key, I believe.
Yep.
Or no, he actually goes for
EG?
EG.
Okay. I guess he's just completely avoiding all of the graveyards in Liurnia.
Yeah, that's the benefit. If you don't need to, if you go to Kaled first, the benefit is getting all the materials on the way and not having to bother. And obviously, you would want to get money, and they got it, so you don't need to do that.
Yep.
And also, he has Dark Moon. I don't know if Chris found Dark Moon here yet.
I don't think he's found it, at least not yet. He needs to, there you go, save and quit out. Avoid the cum bug.
And that may change the calculation for grafted as well.
Oh, he did find it.
I would
Okay, thank you,
say
Moody.
overgrafted, Dark Moon overgrafted every day, right? Because not only you have one of the best weapons, if not the best weapon in the game, you also have ranged attacks,
Yep.
and you have frost. And like I said, like the stance damage is the benefit of Colossal. Dark Moon punches enough that
Oh, for
you're
sure.
not going to be. Oh my God! What Durf just found?
What did he find? I missed it.
The intelligence, not crystal tier.
Oh my lord.
It was a sacred tier with tops. He could have saved 4, like he could have saved 10
Yeah, 10 levels.
levels just by doing a quick trip to Third Church. That's unfortunate. Third Church has been falling out of grace recently. Like people don't go there as often. But for this particular case,
Chris.
it would have been
Chris,
worth it.
what are you doing, Chris? Just stop smacking your face against the wall, man.
Why? Why? What the hell? He wants that item.
He really
Wants the
wants those
shiny.
items. What? I don't understand what he's doing.
Oh, he lost the. Oh, because of the combat.
Did he die?
Lost the runes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was focused on Durf, but I don't know if he's not actually going for them. He wants to lit the other brazier for Fort Pharaoh. I hope he doesn't have that much money there because it's lost.
So Zeno does bring up a good point. Like, yes, he used those levels, but now that he has that intelligence tier, his damage is going to be even more. That will help with the damage.
That's true, but you also want the Vigas.
Yep.
Like
The
bigger
Vigski, the
is
bigger red bar, the better you are.
I would, yeah, especially in early game, you definitely would prefer 10 more vigor than a little bit more damage out of the scaling. Because with
Chris?
this red bar, you can get killed by any Makar replacement unless it's like the easiest possible boss.
Oh no, Chris!
Oh
Chris
no,
goes
that's a
down
death.
again.
That's
He
another death.
tried to do the Celia skip. So did we see Helios level this weapon up? I'm assuming that he did get it leveled up.
I don't know if he did yet, but maybe he did and I missed it. Let's see if the Sally skip now works for Chris. Not at first.
Come on, Chris. He's just slightly off on his angle. Choosing to
Yeah,
go
he
light the brazier.
decides. Yeah, the problem is the bug there is not really being very kind.
Yup.
And that's why he was trying to get yeah, that like this time I think he should get it
Yeah.
because he was trying to get it in a way that the comeback would not notice him.
Yeah, he'll get it
That was
this time.
unfortunate.
Yeah, it's quite the time loss there. I would say at least 2 to 3 minutes time loss there for Chris.
Now Durf is going to get the academy key. I wonder if that changes his plan. Not a
It
bad talisman to get as well. The Cerulean Amber Medallion. You get a potentially another cast of the Ash of War.
Yep.
And
Now it's
Helios
looking like
does not only get the Academy key, but he is going for the Imbued Sword key in the Belfries.
yep. I have implemented the imbued sword key in the belfry into my run. Before I go to that graveyard, I typically grab the grace by the forest, and then I will grab the belfry imbued, and then I go to the back to that graveyard, and then pop the balloons and run to EG.
Yeah, that's usually what I do. But I tend to leave the Imbued Sword key for a bit later.
Okay.
I get the grace and then I go there if I need the extra check on the Academy key.
So the reason I do it as early as I do, is like mostly honestly for the flask upgrades.
That's a
Because
good
my plan
that's a good reason.
is to rush Makar as fast as I possibly can, and getting those flask upgrades early really helps with that. Ooh, Durf gets the Radigan Source Seal.
That's very good for him. Now he has like 20 vigor effectively, and
Mm-hmm.
that's he already had the Radagon Scar Seal actually, so
Yep.
it's an improvement, but it's not that big of an improvement.
But it does help a little bit, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
And we still have yet to see any of the players really commit to Precipice here. But we do see Helios going to the Albus check as Chris gets the
Chris is
imbued.
making the fair of check. That's Somberstone Miners Barbarian 1 and a Golden Seed. And yeah, I would not ever do this couple of checks unless it's
No.
legendary. I don't know if it is.
If I don't see legendary, I don't go for these. Especially right
Especially,
now, he's no.
especially right now. Yeah, don't want to do that.
We will go full screen here with Helios as he gets the Albus, just so we can confirm or deny if Great Rune or anything is there.
Yeah. Also, a good opportunity to get materials if it isn't there.
Very, very risky play here by Durf as he completely just bypasses that first grace right by Precipice. If he were to die here, this could be very bad for Durf.
Yeah, I would never do that.
No,
It's 5 seconds that.
I've had some really bad things in this first start of Precipice here. We will go full screen with Helios as he encounters and
30
fights
minutes to finish
this
all of this is
Albus
very good, I feel
for the
like.
check. Not that
This
it's
is an
really much
optimal
of a
way of
fight, but
doing it. That's an optimal way of doing it. He quit out so he doesn't get uh concerned.
and 2 golden seeds.
Just golden seeds.
Albus
And the
boss.
actual war spectral lens. The Albus check is dangerous. Albus can hit you.
He
I just
can't.
learned that right now.
Ooh, Durf, you're playing a very risky. Oh my gosh, Durf.
Oh no! Oh no! Look at that horsey.
Durf had me scared there for him for sure.
Helios is going for the fair of check now.
And Chris is pushing his way up to Precipice as well.
I wonder
Now-
if the idea here is maybe you get one immediately and then after you check Radan, you're in go mode basically for the capital.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he gets all the kind of long, not really boss fight ones out of the way really quickly. And then just straight rushes everything after that. It is a good play, and that way you never really lose momentum. You're just go, go, go from there.
Durf did kill the scarab and got poop.
And we do see Chris here committed to the grafted Great Blade, which is personally my favorite choice here. Honestly, I do like Darkmoon Greatsword, but in terms of early game like this, I probably also would have chose the grafted Great Blade.
I mean, he has a lot more vigor,
Mm-hmm.
but look at the bar that Helios had.
Because he committed to the Claymore, which was much cheaper to get online and wieldable and everything off the bat. So he definitely has the biggest red health bar.
I think his plan is like just commit to the Dark Moon when he has all the great bosses done, right? So
Mhm.
there's a very big chance that you find the pure blood medallion that will put you to Moog, and if Moog is easy enough, you can just get like a lot of rooms.
Yep.
So
These 2 noodles here are actually going to be a bit of a problem for this ladder.
let's see
The
how
second
Durf
one
deals with it.
maybe? No, the second one doesn't aggro, so he's
Oh,
good.
almost one shots it, and this enemy here is always a check, because the bats always drop an item.
Yep. They're very good to kill and get out of the way because you can get something decent.
Now let's see the rest. Like this part tends to be very sketchy depending on the enemies because you can get pushed over. Squidding out.
I do fear for Durf. He's the only one that I'm really fearing for here in the Precipice because his health bar is very measly.
Yes. right now I think he might be fine. This is the last stretch. Doesn't look like there's any enemy that could pose significant issues.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
For any of them. It was a relatively very tame Precipice.
One of the tamest Precipice I think I've ever seen, honestly. Much tamer than the one that we had last night.
All right, so they are all getting basically at the same time to face Makar.
We will go full
I would
screen on
say
Durf, though,
Durf
as he is the first.
Yeah. He has the better weapon and the better upgrade level, but the least amount of vigor, so depending on on the boss.
Oh, nice.
Okay. This should be easy peasy.
It's the double. Need to be a bit careful because of the staff guy, but should be fine.
Gets the first one broken. Honestly, I think Chris will have the easiest
damage.
time with this boss.
Motherfucking damage right there.
Oh,
Just
for
by
sure.
weapon wise. 2 jump attacks will
Chris-
stagger. 1 charged heavy, or well, 2 charged heavies. Maybe 3 jump attacks.
Chris ended up aggroing the big dog, the T-Rex dog there, but
Uh oh.
Oh, bad.
he escaped. Oh my god, in the face.
Yo, what's up, Nartok?
Yeah, that's the attack you
threw
want to
again against
avoid.
Rebels,
You
yeah.
want to make sure
Saw
that you
that.
don't get that and get a backstab on the
Unfortunate.
Crystallian
I-
first.
I'm on like a 7-game
So
losing
because
streak.
it takes a few seconds out of the fight.
Yep. And Durf gets it. And we see an Iron Wet Blade and another Golden Seed. So still no Great Runes. It has been very dry on the Great Runes.
Yes.
But Durf
every
will-
single miner was checked so
Yep.
far.
Durf will be the first to Altus.
Well, maybe Helios can make up time. His in-game time slower right now.
Yeah.
But I think it's about the same basically. Like Chris is facing and now he's going to be 2 behind.
Chris will be
Roughly
very
the
happy to see
same
this.
situation. Gets extra 5 on every step. That's the actual work.
And the double the double break at this. Oh my. Yeah, his
Oh my
his
God,
damage
look
is
at
just
that.
oh my goodness gracious.
As easy as it can get.
Like it can't get much easier than that, can it? And then the way that he did his heavy attacks
Get
to just
out.
hit both of them, that was just beautiful.
Of course.
Oh my
absolutely not.
goodness, that was so fast.
That was amazing. He basically was like he's only 1 minute behind Durf now, and I believe he made the Feroth check. I don't know if Durf did.
Okay.
Yeah,
No matter what it is,
he
it's
did the
fine.
Feroth while Durf did not.
Plus 12 Claymore.
Now let's see Helios how he fares. He's probably going to be in a very similar situation with Lion's Claw.
Oh my. I didn't know it just puts them on the ground like that.
Yeah, they are very weak to stance damage in general after you break them.
Okay, for some reason it didn't let me lock
That
off
was just
And even
before he
before
broke
the
them
other
too. That was
Crystallion
just I was not expecting
for-
them to be
Yeah,
laid out
5
like
button
that.
presses, but
Yeah,
aside
those
from
effects
that,
always
I
work.
mean,
Blasphemous Blade worked in the past to put them like they have the same general
Oh, I didn't
poise as
realize it
Renala.
wasn't broken, but
Okay.
So
I
everything
yes,
that bullies Renala
it
can
got
bully
broken
them,
just now.
basically.
We will go ahead and actually go back full screen here as we see the players picking up checks here in Altus.
Yeah, now it can be like very impactful on the game. Like things are even right now in terms of progress. But
Mhm.
the question is, can you find 5 through 9? Can you find the sombers that you need to just like go over every boss and just delete them?
Yep.
At least like for now. Also, Durf has been to Academy.
Oh
Like, he
my goodness.
Made use of the rotten staff.
That is such a
So-
good find. I absolutely am such a fan of the Rotten Staff. It's
I wonder.
go ahead.
Yeah, I wonder if Helios might find it and commit to it instead of Dark Moon.
I
'Cause
would
he-
if I was him, honestly.
has that
Rotten
option.
Staff, Grafted Great Blade. There's so many good weapons this run. Like I'm blown away by it. Dark Moon Greatsword, Sword of Milos now.
Sword of Milos right now, yeah.
I'm not the
There are
biggest fan of Milos. Like it's not a bad weapon, but I would put it low B tier personally.
Oh, for Rando, I think it's not something you would commit to unless you got it like right from the get go.
Stocko,
And it made things easier for you.
Stocko, you need to give it a try sometime. It's personally one of my favorite weapons. It would be a hard choice between Rotten Staff and Grafted Great Blade for me. I think I would ultimately choose Rotten Staff over Grafted Great Blade. Um, it's such a powerful weapon, and then being able to get
It's
that rod
very,
off.
by the way, it's very good to know that Onze is out of the pool, probably, as he is Lanciax's replacement.
Okay.
Onze can be a big threat, and I think only Chris right now has the means to actually make a good fight with Onze. Because he can dodge the projectile of the Dark Moon Greatsword, and you don't get as much damage. So like if Onze was ETS, they would face trouble
Yep.
because the scaling on that thing is kind of like insane.
So we will see if Helios is going to get the Rotten Staff here. He has to go up to the
Oh, the
left camp.
Radon is there. I didn't see that.
Which would Radon is? Okay, it's the scary Radon,
It's the bad one.
the one that we all want out of the pool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe one of these players here, particularly Chris, would have wanted to see that boss in the pool.
I mean, maybe, but I know Helios would be very, very unhappy about it.
I agree.
Durf, if he can find a parachute, Durf would be fine.
This is
He can
not an
parry
enemy
that,
worth killing,
like,
Chris. Okay.
he can parry consort every day of the week.
Yep.
Get some rejuvenating boluses. Everybody loves their boluses. I don't think I ever used one of those in my life.
The only one that I ever use is the poison one or the rot one.
Very good, very good summon to get there, Florisex.
I absolutely love Florisax. I think that summon is fantastic. I used her in my Deathless Rando All Bosses run, and she really came in clutch in so many situations.
Yeah, I don't know what the FP cost is though, but it could be feasible
I think she's around
for
120.
for them. The problem obviously is like Durf cannot afford to level mind. That's for sure. He needs to level vigor for a very long time. And is that 5, 6, and 7 on the same guy? This guy has all
That
the
is
somber.
insane.
Yeah, that would change my plan here. Like right immediately, I would push the weapon to +6 and go fight DTS, and then get the 7. Because there is a chance you can find 8 and 9 in Altus, but is it worth it when you can already make progress? Fight Radon with a +7, fight DTS with a +7, and then do all the checks like that. 8 and 9 are probably harder to come by in other locations, obviously, but I think 7 is enough for everything up to Morgoth.
Yep.
So
And Chris
I
also
would
is
probably
at
go
the
there.
same merchant with Helios close on their trail.
Yeah, they've made similar checks in general. I wonder if Durf is going to go Radon now. No, he's actually going to EG?
EG, from the looks of it.
That doesn't make much sense to me.
I think he wants to get EG set up for later so that he doesn't have to keep going back to Roundtable. But honestly, I think just going back to Roundtable right now would be much better of a choice for him.
Yeah, like you have the key.
Mm-hmm.
That helps set up Loretta as a check, but you don't want to set up right now. I think like you have the opportunity to have a +6, kill Radon, and then guarantee a +7.
And I do believe Chris got his to +7 with that merchant as well, because he did go to Roundtable. I
Yeah.
did not see if he fully upgraded it, but he is pushing Radon now, so he's either doing this for runes or just for the checks and runes. Now he does
Yeah,
have it
+7
+7,
weapon.
so
And he has the Grave Bird. chest piece as well, so that's extra damage on the jump attack.
Oh my goodness. And it's the DLC one, which is even better.
It's
Chris is
insanely
looking
good.
really good here, honestly. This this honestly could be Chris's game here.
It could be. Let's see if Radon is a DLC boss, like say Metir or Romina. Like it could come in clutch for him, like
Mm-hmm.
because he will know how to fight in a worse situation, I guess. Because these dunes can be very problematic, even if you get help from the boys. Uh, you can still get memed by the different elevations.
And I did not notice if Helios got the rotten staff or not. I was focused
I
on
don't
other
think he
things and I
got it.
missed it.
I don't think he got it, but maybe he did.
And it is more
And it's another.
Crystallians. Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
This seed is just easy baby mode.
For now.
And they're
for
the
now,
blue
you know
ones
what
too.
happens.
Yup.
You know what happens.
Don't count the seed out just yet.
Yeah, you want to call people here just to get the stagger as fast as possible. Like,
Well, and to get the
never
other one off
summoned-
of you.
yeah, I never summon for Radon now, but like in Rando, I always do because it's
I mean,
unless
there's no
it's like a
point in not
boss that-
summoning, honestly. Like, you're just
mean,
hindering
there-
yourself if you don't. And he
unless
dies
it's-
to
oh my
Crystallians, Chris!
God.
Chris, no! I'm sorry, we should have been on full
Jesus, got
screen
comboed.
there.
Why is the death animation so long too? What the fuck?
Helios is about to get in that fight as well, but he's still rocking the claymore.
Oh, I'm so sad and slightly disappointed in you, Chris. But at the same time, those ring blades can be quite dangerous, and their spin attack can get a lot of hits quickly. But I think he'll get it this time. We
Yeah,
will
and-
go ahead and actually go full screen
and
this time. I do apologize for not.
I would say the biggest problem is exactly what happened. Like when you call summons, they make the boss a bit more unpredictable, right? So you don't know exactly where he's going to be facing. So the Crystallian was actually responding to one of the summons, and he was caught in the path.
Gotcha.
But for this particular fight, I don't think it's going to be such an issue.
That spear one is always
was just some
such an
lucky-
annoyance. Like it doesn't like it's one of the only ones that will continue to attack you even if you're focused on one or the other. Typically the Crystallian duo trio fights are some of the best to actually encounter. We do see Durf here going to Red Wolf as well, so we do have 3 boss fights on the screen here. We will go back to Chris as he
Just
gets
a tree sentinel.
the check, and no Great Rune.
Nothing.
No great rune, but the wet blade, which is probably not going to come into play for him, but might come into play for Helios.
Yep. We will go ahead and
If
go
he
full
finds
screen
an
here
extra
on
word that
Durf
he
since this is a
likes.
new boss fight that we've not seen thus far this seed.
Why am I struggling against a tree sentinel?
I was
not
going to
used
ask
to
the
the
same thing,
sword.
Durf. Why are you struggling against a tree
I'm
sentinel?
blaming the sword.
It's the Vigor bar.
Yep.
You need to play more cautious.
Yep. Okay. And he finishes out the rest of the fight expertly.
Oh,
And
great
he
rune.
is the first to
Nice.
find a Great Rune.
And we get money.
That's very, very good for Durf. Now now we know Radon is not one of the locations, so if he keeps going, maybe he finds a second one in Renala, and that would put him much ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's not only the first to get a great room, but he was the only one to actually enter Academy.
Yep.
They did not yet. Chris is going now.
Yep. Chris is on his tail, though.
Mm-hmm. And now the weapon will be at +6 and 7.
There he
So
goes.
They have a +7. I wonder if now is the time that Helios
Yep.
needs to choose. Like he needs to choose what he's going to do. Like he knows there's +7. He only needs the weapon.
Yep. I think that's what he's doing now. He's looking for a somber weapon to get online. As we do see Durf that now going to Radon himself.
I don't know. In his place, I would go Renala first. Like I already killed Red Wolf. Renala has an equal chance.
Yep.
I do know that Radon opens up uh the underground, but Renala is a faster fight potentially. Like
Okay, so we
this
see
not only
Helios committing to sort of Milos, which is
that's
not my
interesting.
first choice with some of the weapons that he had in his inventory. He's choosing not to go Dark Moon because he just doesn't have the stats because he put so much into that red health bar. So we have a complete different path for each player here on their somber weapon choice.
And I believe Chris. Oh my God, he
Ooh,
almost got
Chris goes
deleted by
down. He does get deleted.
the Divine Bird. Yes, and that could be a very long run back
It's
because I don't know if he got any graces.
It's very
Let's
interesting to
see.
see the fact that Durf got through there first try, no problem, with a with a health bar less than half the size of Chris's.
Yeah, I wonder if he did a different path. I didn't check.
And I think we will go ahead and go full screen here on Durf as he does approach the Crystallion fight.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
the
much better
couple
stance
deaths
damage
for
if you are
Chris are
close.
really hampering his progress right now. Like
Dude, what is up with the
at this
Crystallians,
point, he
man?
could have been like
Second
already in
Crystallian
the Red
fight?
Wolf fight and have the Great Room
Yep.
if he didn't die to Radon and to the path. That's very unfortunate.
So Helios choosing to do the little skip on the side.
Yeah,
If you
That's
double
it,
hit
first
with
try?
projectile, the
this.
blade hit, it does double the damage.
I wish I knew how to
If
do
you
this.
double hit with projectile and the blade hit,
That
I
and the
gotta figure
bird
out how to do
skip
that.
are probably my main blind spots
Yep.
in Rando.
Bird skip I've gotten quite good at, so I'm very comfortable with bird skip now.
Now, what about the divine bird skip here? That's like that was
Probably against the Crystallian is probably not that good, right?
so much damage.
Yeah, but he goes a path that I honestly didn't even know existed to get around it.
Yeah, it's a path where you go to get the armor, the Carrion Knight armor,
Okay.
which is like usually the best
from up close, So the blade
armor you
hit
can
and the
find
projectile
on like a
also hit.
general
Oh!
path
You just
for
spam the R2 like this.
true remembrances
Oh,
if
so just do the
if you're
tap R2,
doing if
what
you're not
you're
doing
saying.
Dawn.
Ah, okay. Like that.
There are many challenge runs on YouTube where people just get that armor set, so that's probably why he did that path.
Gotcha.
Like he
Goddamn.
knew it from before. And Radon is down for Durf.
Yep. Chris does make it past the Divine Beast this time, but he does have a Rot Dog right on his heels.
Now the thing is, like, I think Chris made a mistake in not setting up the flask. Like, he does have at least like, I think he at this point he has at least 2 sacred tears,
Yep.
and he did not upgrade the flask.
We'll see if he chooses to do so here as Helios approaches the Red Wolf fight, just slightly ahead of Chris because of the death that Chris had. Chris would have beaten him there.
3 Sentinel.
And it looks like he still chose not to upgrade his flask.
Yes.
Ow.
That is definitely not the best approach. But he should delete the 3 Sentinel of +7.
Yeah, we'll go full screen on both players. And then I will skip back to big screen on whichever is first to finish, which looks like it will be Helios.
Dirk is about to go into Renala as well.
One great rune. There it is.
Big screen on Chris as he just deletes it. You can see the difference in power on his weapon compared to the other twos.
Yeah, for
No,
sure.
that's very wrong.
It's raw damage, and
Mhm.
it's a lot.
Again, it's one of my absolute all-time favorite weapons in Rando. I just absolutely love the Grafted Great Blade.
Yeah, I think I prefer the Rotten Staff because you can get the Rot as well.
Yeah, and
but
I think
it is.
late game Rotten Staff just it does do much better. If I had the choice between the two, I think I would choose Rotten Staff over Grafted Great Blade unless I already committed levels and everything to it and didn't have the Somber Stones for the other one. And
That's
it looks
also the good thing about going for Colossals. Like
Nice
the
cap.
commitment is basically just putting points in strength.
yep. Which, in my
A
opinion,
Knight's
is the
Cavalry.
best type of weapon to put stats into, just because you get basically 1.5 levels each time you level.
Exactly. Knight's Cavalry should be no problem.
And they're
but
actually all
it
on
will
the
take some
Renala fight
time.
here.
Yeah, some difference in in-game time, but they are basically here at the same time.
Mm-hmm. It looks in-game time-wise, Helios is the
Oh
first
my
to get here.
God.
Helios's damage on this
The-
is insane.
Yeah, the Ash of War putting some work as well, decreasing the Knight's Cavalry. I think Durf is going to get a full damage
Damage.
here.
Yeah, Durf
Yes.
just destroyed it. And we
Renala deleted.
get Pure Blood
And
Knight's
they-
Medal and discarded Palace Key. That's very
So-
good.
So that's technically 3 checks already, because the discarded Palace Key can be tested right now. And let's see if Durf finds the second great rune here. He
We
does
will
not.
go full.
Finds Dectus.
Okay, so you're a little bit ahead. Let me refresh, or well, I'll let chat see. Unless he got it before sitting down.
He got it before sitting
Oh,
down.
okay. Then I just missed it.
Yeah, it was Dectus, the second Dectus half,
Gotcha.
and a golden seed. Now, do you go for Moog if you're
Yes.
in this position, Ginger?
Yes, I do.
I
1000%
think
straight to Moog.
I would do what Durf is going to do now. I would kill Margit.
See, at this point, I've got a +7 online. I've got a decent bit of vigor. I go straight to Moog, just to see if it's an easy boss and I can kill it, then I'm good. And otherwise, I know what it is. If it's not, then I can decide to come and pivot back later. Personally, I do go straight to Moog after that.
Chris is going for the imbued sword key, which I
Same
also
as
think
Helios.
is a good call.
Yep.
The reason why I would do Margit is that like most players tend to push Margit for a later moment after they killed Morgoth, so they can get the checks immediately.
Okay,
Ooh.
fuck
And yeah, this is not the best
I
Margit to
literally hate
have,
this
like
fight so much.
where like not that that +7 is not going to put some work here, but it's still not the easiest fight.
Yep.
I hate this.
He
fight so
should be
much.
using his R2s here against the little imps.
And he does that and gets almost all of
There he
them.
goes.
Yeah,
Oh.
all of them
Dude.
killed.
We will
Surprise!
keep an eye on the bottom right screen as Chris approaches the imbued sword key check.
Yes. He got there, and it is
Oh
just.
my God.
Oh! And
Perfect,
Durf
dude.
does find a great rune at Margit.
And that's why I was saying that. Like, it is optimal, obviously, to not go Margate if you don't need to, but now he has two great runes. He will be first to capital.
Yep, and Chris does choose to go Moog now after getting the imbued sword key. As Helios also is going for the imbued sword key. And
But
chooses Moog as well.
I would not bother with Gostock right now.
Yeah,
To be
Durf should
honest.
be pivoting to capital at this point. Early Stormfell is paying off here.
Now we are about to see who DTS is, and that could be a trouble. That could be a problem. Like
Yep, and we
especially for Durf,
will.
who has less vigor than everybody else, but
Mm-hmm.
now he has a 31 plus 5 of the Source Seal, so should be fine, I guess.
So far, this path up to Moog has not been bad at all. I've seen
Yeah,
absolutely
usually
atrocious ones, and this could have been so much worse. Not bad at all,
usually
honestly.
it's a very random
Mm-hmm.
thing because it depends on who is aggroed. Like for example, like right now the hand is the aggro.
Yep.
You don't want to do that.
Chris choosing to check the merchant with you, which usually has nothing in it, but we'll see what it has today.
Yeah, it's amazing how useless this guy is.
Yeah. It has 10 raw meat dumplings. I didn't quite see the price on them. We'll see it here with Helios.
2000. 2000. I would have
2,000?
bought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not terrible.
No, he got the bell bearing to buy later, which I think is fair. He only has 5,000, so he could only buy 2.
Ooh, and we see Gaius at DTS. This is actually going to, I think, be really
That's
good for both Durf and Chris.
yes. It is a boss that people claim is too hitless. I still don't see it.
Yeah,
in
they
my
claim he is
own-
the easiest of the DLC bosses to hit list.
Okay, bad start.
Oh
bad
my god,
start.
that charge.
I think we might actually see a pivot here by Durf if he doesn't get this within a couple attempts. Helios choosing to rush straight to Moog while Chris is greeting the items there, which could pay off.
The damage is very good for Durf here. He's going to probably get to second phase.
We are going to go full screen on Helios for a
So
second as he approaches this boss, and then we'll go back to big screen.
Riga.
Okay.
Mariga
Yep.
or Mariga or
Mariga.
or yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that name, but I know it's just a demi-human queen.
Yep. Not a difficult one at all. This will hopefully pay off Great Rune wise. If it doesn't pay off Great Rune wise, they will have a massive advantage stat wise.
And Durf goes down. Durf goes down
Oof.
to Gaius.
He did do pretty decent against him in that first attempt, though. I think he will give it at least a couple good attempts, and then he should get it. We do see Helios here cleaning it up first,
It's fine. Might not be fine.
and it is just 3 golden seeds,
But a lot of money.
but a lot of money. We'll see Chris's reaction as he kills it, and then we'll go back to Durf as he fights the DTS.
Well, that was just kind of sad.
He's a little sad about it, but the money wise, Moog let them down Great Rune wise for sure. But
Wow,
again,
bro.
it's always so worth it, especially considering you're gonna see their stats here just absolutely blow up. As Helios is going Volcano Manor, he's just avoiding that Stormveil, which is not paying off for him here. We'll see how Volcano Manor pays off for him.
Chris is going to do the checks that Helios did earlier on the Liurnia
Yep.
path. I wonder if he goes Loretta as well. Helios did not go Loretta.
Durf doing much better in this fight, this stage, the second attempt against him.
Yeah, he only needed to settle, apparently. Now he obviously needs to be careful, but he knows the fight.
And he gets a big stagger.
And he gets that stagger pushes him very close to the kill. The frost ran out, so he could get a proc here. Oh my god.
Yeah, that damage is just, it's intense. You know, this move typically scared the crap out of me, but I've gotten really good at doing that move, dodging it. Thanks to finding Gaius into
Fuck you.
Consort
And-
Radon Stage 2 at Malekith.
Gaius.
And he gets it.
Yup,
And
GG's
meanwhile,
Durf.
Helios is getting leaked by Gario as Noble. He's trying to get the backstab, I think. I don't think it's that worth it to get the
Mm-mm.
backstab. These guys have little boys.
Yeah,
They're not
jump.
very, very heavy.
Jump attacks and just plain heavy attacks are just so good against this guy in particular.
Now, Chris obviously stroke out on the imbued sword key at Belfry. And now he's going for Albus. Let's see, maybe Garu has a great room.
Ooh,
Ow.
Gets
Don't get roll
knocked
caught.
by the shield there.
gets the backstab, and this
Got it.
should be it for this fight. And he gets the Haligtree medallion left.
Not very happy about that, but
Yeah. Now for Durf here, what would be optimal? is
Optimal
that
for
Morgoth doesn't have a great room.
No, optimal
Because if
for Durf,
Morgoth
I think,
has-
would be him having it because he would have a massive lead on the other two because neither of them have a great rune at all.
The problem is
Or they've
he
got
is
one.
about to do. The thing is, if Morgoth has one, he gets three. But if they find a great rune before him and they go to capital, they get four instantly.
Well, they're both sitting
That's
at
the
one.
issue.
And yeah, they
Exactly,
will
so
get
if
four
it's-
instantly. You're right. You're right.
the
Most
problem.
optimal for Durf would be for there to be two great runes here. If there were two great runes here, he is by far fastest ahead to Altus.
Oh yeah, but two is very unlikely.
Yeah. He does. You're right. He does not want one here. One would be bad. Two would be beautiful for him. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about the fact that like they haven't gone there, so they would get the market drop as well. And we find a somber,
Somber
9.
9 there. Yeah, he only needs the 8
Mhm.
now. Now the thing is, the only situation where one great rune would be good is if he goes Godric and Godric.
Yep.
Because then he would probably be still ahead.
Yep. It looks like Chris is going Margit as well, so Chris will find his second great rune here. As Helios
will
is approaching
put
Rykard.
Helios. And that will put Helios behind everybody. Unless Rykard drops. And Rykard could very well drop too, right?
If Rykard dropped a double, that would be absolutely clutch as all can be for Helios.
Yeah, because he would need only to do Morgoth to get 4.
Yep. We will go ahead and go full screen here on
Rykard.
Helios as the Margit replacement is just going to get deleted by Chris.
FSB, okay.
And it's a falling
So
star.
it'll be
beast.
fine, I think. 'Cause it's not full grown.
What do you mean, Masoon?
You done yet? That's fine.
And you were mentioning in the beginning of the game that a lot of these players are really
This
good
is
with
like
these
the
Falling
class
Star
that's made
Beasts, and
for
this is
jump
something that you
R2s.
do want to see in here. So I'm sure he
Yeah,
is happy
There won't be
about
any-
seeing
making
this.
any misclicks.
Yeah, not the best weapon to do that because you need to go jump attacks
Yep.
instead of the charged. But still deleting the falling star beast, which is scaled for Rykard, so not the easiest, but he's doing it perfectly.
Not much of a reaction by Chris here as he gets his second Great Rune. So we will go ahead and go back full screen with Helios. And then we will probably be putting it on double screen here as Durf gets into his gold free replacement. I do want to just see what this is.
Gillica.
Another
Gillica,
demi-human queen.
Another demi-human. Should be very easy.
Now this one is going to be a different fight than the last one. What is that, Red Wolf?
It's Red Wolf.
So this demi-human, she throws her staff away and she hits like a truck with her melee attacks. So this is going to be a much different fight than the Moog one, but still really easy.
Yeah, we don't get that much time to see the Oh, that was very
Worst fight
close.
We'll go full
There's a
screen.
legendary item there as
Oof.
well. Millennia's armor.
No
No
great
great
runes. So sadly, the Volcano Manor play did not pay off here for Helios. He
Well,
does
there's
need to
still 10
pivot
if-
Stormveil now.
There's still 10.
Yeah,
I
there
think
is
he'll
still
go
10th.
now.
Oh, I should be on full screen.
And
on
Red
Durf.
Wolf. Red Wolf is down.
Sacred Tear and a Golden Seed. So his flasks are gonna
Oh, it's
start
hot.
kind of chunking up here.
Yeah, now it's the moment where you actually don't care that much about getting gold seeds or
Yep.
tiers because it's probably not going to be that much of a difference for you. The only thing you want is Great Room.
Yep. You never know. We will see Chris's reaction as he sees Gaius here.
Let's see. Not the best weapon to fight, guys. I think you would prefer something faster, but
The rolling attack pokes are really good with Grafted Greatsword. I think he's happy about it.
he is happy.
He got a big smile on his face for it, so. Yeah, see the rolling attack pokes are really powerful. And they're super quick. Yeah, he is fighting this fight expertly.
Oh, the perfect jump attack into the stagger. Oh, he didn't get the repulse though. This is a perfect fight so far.
Oh, and we do see Radon for Morgott.
The normal Radon, so
Star
not as bad
Scourge.
for sure. Base game Radon. Who would have thunk that at this point in
Oof.
life we would find this as a pushover?
Yeah. As you can see, Chris is just making really quick, easy work of this Gaius. This is exactly what he wanted to see as DLC bosses.
Pretty much textbook guys fight here.
Mm-hmm.
With the jump attacks weaved into the attacks.
And he
All
gets
the
it.
opportunities taken.
We will go full screen with Durf
Easy
here.
fight.
You can see Helios making his way to Margit as well. I don't believe he found a Great Rune at Tanith, so he is now pivoting to Stormveil.
Yeah, he is going to be further behind. And but the thing is, he did some checks that Durf didn't do, like Moog
Yep.
and Volcano Manor, so maybe Durf wastes time on that. But on the same time, maybe Morgoth drops one. Let's see.
Just 4 more
No
golden
Great
seeds.
Rune.
All right.
His hope here is actually probably to find a Great Rune, because the other ones are now going to Stormveil, so they are not banking on that Margit drop as well.
Needed the seeds. Needed the seeds. Yeah. We'll see
Yeah,
if she
maybe
drops
Godric is the one on
the
the seed, or maybe Underground.
Mm-hmm. I think we will see Durf go straight to Godric after fighting this. I also
Or
hope
maybe he
Durf
will
goes
do the
underground
road
here.
preparation.
I think you're right. I think we will see him do
No.
the rolled preparation. So
anything.
no golden Great Rune there. It's looking like underground is the place to go on this seed.
Yeah, he's going to do the road preparation, which I think is a very good call, especially because he only needs Somber 8
I'm gonna talk to
to get a
Gostock and then
+9.
scram.
So if he gets on the way, and it's very possible because there are several checks on the way,
Yep.
it's going to make the fights faster, and it's something you need to do anyways.
Yep.
Why not do it right now?
Yeah, and he could find that Somber 8 along the way and get his weapon to +9, which would be really, really powerful for him.
Helios just got the Great Room, and he's not going to be too far behind Chris here.
Yep.
Like Chris is on the rooftops, the golden rooftops at 109. So if he gets first try, Gaius, he will be very close.
Yeah. He will be getting
a
there
few more
slightly
checks
behind
done.
Chris, but he has more checks behind his belt than the other players do.
Durf's being very thorough here. Found the Somber 6. Not good for him right now.
Nope. It's looking like Chris is not going to get the Somber 9 that was up on that broken wagon.
Yeah, I always get that item just in case, right?
Yep. I actually learned the quick way to get up there thanks to watching Beezy in the qualifier matches, which is what Durf did. He did the same path up there as well. I
I
will.
wonder if
In a manner
that's
before
what I
Stormwheels
do.
fucks someone
Is
over.
it just jumping through the left
And it
side?
certainly
Yeah.
won't be the last.
I always went on the
Okay.
right side. I didn't know about the left side until much later.
I think.
We will get Helios's reaction.
Oh, it's Gaius. Well, that makes things a whole lot better. Or
Yeah,
not,
he doesn't
actually.
look very happy, but also not.
The way he sounds, it doesn't sound unhappy, but not
He's
happy.
stanky.
Yeah, it's not ideal, right? It's
Yeah.
not a boss that he knows from like as he
Again?
does all the
Oh,
others.
but he doesn't do a lot
like,
of damage.
he would be very happy seeing,
that does a lot
say,
of damage.
Melania here.
Ooh, he is taking some big hits, and he's yep,
Okay.
he goes down. That
little bit of
charge
trouble.
is just
No
really
doubt.
tough.
I should stay calm.
It is a very bad attack.
Yeah,
Like it is.
Stay
It
calm,
is
play
very
well,
hard to dodge.
just
it's
even with
fast,
light
can be-
roll.
Right?
even with light roll.
Mm-hmm.
I also need to.
It's like a fast attack, but slow at the same time. It's a very weird attack.
Okay, dude. Stop being cringe.
Yeah, the timing is not there right now.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
hit
get smacked.
during the Ash of
Okay.
War. The damage is not the like. Both Durfan and Chris had better
Yep.
damage, even without the Ash of War. That increases the damage you do and decreases.
Dude, I rolled that.
So Milos is not being the best choice right now.
No, Milos is not paying off here. You know, we may actually see what Aggie said, where he pivots and just decides to go underground instead of continuing this fight if he struggles too much on it. We will go full
I
screen.
would consider that.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I would consider that, and that's one reason why I've been TS early, even before I have 2 great rooms.
Yep.
If I see a boss that I just cannot do easily, I may pivot to the underground to get my materials that way.
Yep. And Helios goes down
You can
again as
get-
Chris gets past the gold free fight.
One more attempt, and then honestly, I'll just go underground.
Yep. There he goes. We switched to him and
Fuck,
he
I
just
don't
straight
know
up
about
says,
that.
one
That's
more
like such a
attempt and
bad
I'm going
idea.
underground.
Yeah,
Valkyrie!
that's very fair.
Liz, Aggie,
And
Stocko, welcome in
pro-
everybody.
And he saw a lot, right? He saw a lot of checks, so he knows that maybe one underground boss will have it. So
Yep.
It might not even be lost time.
And in his situation, it would actually be the absolute best thing to do because we know that Morgott does not have one. And he would be the first to
Exactly.
go under there.
No.
Now, the only problem is for that to be worth it, I think you would want to have that at Valiant Gargoyles, right?
Yeah.
Because
Mimic
it
and
would be the
Valiant Guards.
last boss. Yeah, like if it's on Mimic, then it's faster for everybody to get that Great Rune. If
True.
if it's on Guards, then it might not be the time save for the others that he had to go all the way to do Fia's champs as well.
Yep.
But now he's in second phase. He's doing much better. Maybe he gets it now.
Oh, huge.
Big stagger.
Got the stagger.
We will go full screen as Chris is fighting the Radon. Misses the riposte, but just his damage is just absolutely massive.
Oh my god.
Helios really needs to be careful here.
Oh no. Yeah, he's in the range
Ooh.
of the explosion.
He does
but he-
lay on the ground, iframing that charge attack, though.
This is very close. Outspaces the I don't even know how to say the name of that attack.
And he gets it.
And he's got it. Yeah. It was rough, but he got it.
Yep.
And in terms of checks, he's so much further
Yep.
from the others that it might not even be that bad.
Now imagine, though, how good this would be for Durf here if he kills Godric and there is a double Great Rune here. That would just be
Yeah, that-
absolutely massive for him.
Ooh, go mode.
So Durf fans better be praying right now for a double Great Rune drop. So we will actually go big screen on Durf as he approaches this fight. Honestly, at this point, I
Yeah, he
wouldn't
should
even
take
get the
off.
Grace here. It would just be a waste of time.
Oh yeah.
He does decide to go for it just to play it safe. Honestly, if I went in there and the boss was really bad, I would save and quit out and then get the Grace.
And then get the grace,
Mhm.
yes.
You
And
believe in
let's see who
Stormveil and
that
Durf?
is.
Let's see.
And we
Who
don't
is
see
it?
the boss yet. It's
Watchdog
double
Duo.
Watchdog.
He does not
He
have...
doesn't have crystal darts.
But, I mean, he's got range here, so...
exactly.
He just
does
has
not
to
need come
spam the
close.
regular R1s and he's good. Or R2, sorry. Which he's just forgetting about doing.
I wonder if he is as practiced with Dark Moon as he is with other weapons.
I
like,
don't
say,
think he
Fox
is,
or-
because I heard him in chat. He was somebody was kind of telling him how to use the weapon.
Yeah, this like the beauty of this weapon is how much you can do without even touching the boss.
Yep. Ooh,
Chris is also going to
Oh.
Stormveil.
I think we might actually see a death here by Durf.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh, he gets out. Very scary
Gets
for him,
out,
though.
but he's wasting time. That's the thing.
Yep. He needs to be standing in the back out of their current range, just spamming the R2. That, like, you don't need to hit with the sword to still do massive damage.
He
Now,
killed
obviously, you do
one of
better
them,
damage, but... Okay, he
and
gets
he
it.
kills the second one.
spam the damn projectile from a distance.
Yeah, somebody in his
Sorry.
chat is like, spam it from a
And
And
distance.
it's one great room.
He does get
He
one.
has 3 now.
Probably
He
get
needs to
triggered,
go
I'm so
underground
sorry.
here. He has the grace for it, but it's look.
Where do we go now?
He does
Underground
choose. Oh,
And he-
go! Oh, he's
He's
contemplating.
thinking.
Stop thinking, just go, Durf.
Yeah, I would consider either Moog or this.
Mm-hmm. He does choose Moog. Okay. So we will see Chris here going into the fight as well. Yeah, Wander, it just do be how it be sometimes.
No. This is a more difficult fight with this weapon, but not that difficult. difficult, obviously. The damage is going to be absolutely.
And with his current
Great.
health, he's able to just tank some of these attacks like it's nothing. Just greed the attacks and he's pretty much fine.
Yeah, and I mean, it's better to die in 10 seconds than to protract the fight too much.
Yep.
Like right now, he just needs 1R1 on the... Yeah, and it's over for the... Scepter.
And he gets it.
Lucky man.
Watchdog. 3 great rooms. And he did Moog, so
Yep.
maybe Chris goes immediately.
Then again,
And
like you know the
Durf
frame.
is indecisive.
It's not a huge deal, right?
He went to Moog win, but then he did.
Yep.
Is he
It's not a
doing Build
technically
Sword
difficult
Key
fight.
first?
I think he's doing
he's going Volcano Manor.
Yep. This is bad for him.
And that's...
Now he doesn't know this, obviously.
Red Wolf. Now this is something I can do.
Now with his weapon, he should shred these bosses without too much difficulty, though.
Oh,
Oh,
Chris is
sorry,
checking
Stocko.
Rusty Q.
Both
Nice,
forts
nice.
were
That part
checked
too, dude. I love
by, I
when
believe,
partners hit.
all players. I know for a fact.
I don't think Chris
Are-
did height.
Yeah, I don't think Chris did height, and I don't think Durf did imbued in Kaled. But I know Durf and Helios did imbued in Limgrave. For the most part, I will read chat when there is an important question, and I just missed that one, so I do apologize for that. Chris sadly going
moving.
for Rusty Key here. We know that it is nothing.
Well, it is a golden seed as well.
Well, yeah, but that's basically nothing at this
He
point.
really holds that, doesn't
When they got 4 from Moog and 4 from Morgott, or 3 from Moog.
We still don't know where the fourth is.
Yep.
We still don't know because they all have.
I did not know this guy's move.
Helios has only 2.
Yep.
But he has Storm Veil open, so he might go there as soon as, because like, it's basically what's
distance, what's
missing
the
for
egg?
him in terms of great, in terms of Shard Bearer. He did all of them except for Godric and Millennia.
Yep. And we do see Chris also choosing Volcano Manor over the Underground. This could really
is
pay
more
off for
checked.
Helios here if he goes straight underground here, because we do know that it is most likely somewhere underground. Now, it could be at Carrion Manor, it could be at Carrion Inverted Tower, and it could also be at Leonine or Elamers. So those are checks as well that none of the players have done. So it's not guaranteed that it's underground, but we know that it is the most likely location for them. But honestly, it could be
What if
anywhere
this-
still.
What if this is a Halig tree seed?
If this is a Halig tree seed, I am going to honestly be very happy. I know the players would be very unhappy, but I would absolutely love that. Just to see
Yeah, this,
the stress as they're doing all the checks and be like, where is it? Where is it? Oh my god. And then realizing it's at Halig Tree. Shit.
I hope it isn't actually for the sake of them.
I think for the sake of content, it would be pretty good. For the sake of the players, it would be terrible for them.
It would be torture.
Torture for sure.
Or even if it's like something like a stell, or small moves, like that can be very, like you
Yup.
can even forget that these checks exist.
Wait, is it your birthday today, Masoon? happy birthday to you, Masoon.
Shryugeru.
Earth is suffering a little bit in Volcano Manor after dispatching Garu.
We do see Helios now going to Godric as well, so he will get his third Great Rune here as well, and then we will see if he decides to go underground or do some of these more obscure checks.
I think it's pretty much set that he will do Mimic Cheer.
Appreciate you, Masoon. I'm happy that your day is going well. And happy birthday again to you.
Now, the difference might be that he did not do the road preparation, so
Yep.
that Durf still has in his favor.
Yep.
The problem is Durf is probably going to do not only Rykard but Tanith, so it could be an issue for him to catch up on Helios if because they are going now to be all with 3 great runes,
Yep.
but Helios did more checks than everybody else.
So we will also see Chris doing the same thing. He is also pushing in to go against them. We will see Helios as he just completely skips the grace like we had said that the others should do, but I don't know if Chris did, but
I think I saw
Durf decided to do Tanith
Watch
first,
Dogs.
Okay.
Great.
which is wise because he only needs 1 and it's faster.
Oh, they're synced up? Okay.
And God knows what
hit it
is
till
in
dies
Rykards, right?
strategy?
So he takes the safe approach. I would say.
Helios just taking the fire to the face.
Yeah, he's fine in the flask department, so
Yep.
gotta tank a little bit.
Yeah, 10 plus 6
to get the
flasks.
fight.
He's gonna be golden. The only problem with their attacks is some of them knock you on your butt,
Okay.
and so like tanking some of them just
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
really worth it.
Whatever.
And it's a jump, and it's a second jump.
You know, it's really too bad for Helios here that he did not find the jumping cloak that Chris did, which for some reason Chris pivoted off of
Okay,
it.
That's fine. It's still 3, I think.
And where is he going? Is he considering?
He's
He's
either
going to do the.
yeah, he's either setting up rolled or going sewer moog. He's setting
Oh
up
no, he's
rolled.
doing the road preparation with the skip.
Uh,
Capital skip that I don't bother to learn because I miss on the checks.
Yep. We do see Chris also going Tanith as Durf finished his check in Tanith and is going to Rykard.
Yeah, we forgot about Sewer Moog.
Mm-hmm.
It could be Sewer Moog, and if you only need to do the 1 check, I mean, Mimic Cheer is better because it opens up 2 other checks, but and actually 3 if you count the stealth. But Sewer Moog is not as long as it looks. Like it takes only like what 3 minutes.
Yep.
From Avenue Balcony.
Yep. I would say it's one of the faster, more obscure checks for sure. Because with Alimer, you've got to you got to first get to the castle. Then you have quite the path up. That courtyard where you have to climb the really long ladder. If there's an archer there, you could be in for some real trouble. There's just some enemies there that are quite the hassle at times. And then not only that, but then you have to fight the boss. I think that's more like a 5 to 6 minute check if you do it perfectly. Same thing with Leonine. It's just such a long path over to Leonine and then up to it. Loretta would probably be would be faster than doing Sewer Moog, but still is a little bit of a time sink. So we'll see if some of them decide to do these more obscure checks or if they just go straight underground. And then obviously, Small Moose is one of the last ones in the entire game that you want to check. Nobody wants to check Small Moose.
Yeah, for sure. It's too long. But like, there is one advantage of Sewer Moog over all of these. You can actually find the late game stones.
Yeah.
So
Late game stones,
You can
100k runes. Durf making
okay,
really
Durf
quick work.
dispatches the Falling Star Beast, yes. And now I believe they would be tied in checks if as he finishes Gillica and tied in road preparation eventually,
Yep.
him and Helios. Chris is about to catch up as well. They are very close actually. He is a little bit ahead in terms of time, obviously, but not by much.
Yep. I think all players
Like
here
Fire
are like
Giant.
just neck and neck this entire time. Like there is a slight difference in their time and some of the
my
checks, but
God.
for the most part, they have done the exact
Love
same
it.
checks in the pretty much exact same amount of time.
Oh, that's a check I didn't know from Helios. I didn't know about that one. I'll probably incorporate that.
I honestly missed it.
Makes sense. It's right next to the Forbidden Lands Grace.
Okay.
Uh
There's just an item pickup right there.
he, yeah, he found Flame Skewer.
Okay.
But it could very well be a Somber 8 that I think he has 9, right? He got 9 from the capital check as well.
Okay. All right, see you later, Masoon. Thank you for stopping by. Happy birthday again, my friend. We do see Durf actually going to Albus here, so they do not
Oh
have
yeah,
quite
he
the
missed
same checks,
Albus.
but they are pretty close in checks.
Yeah, Chris definitely did Albus. I remember that.
Yes. And again, I'm not sure if Durf did the. We'll go big screen with Chris. I'm not sure if Durf did the Kaled imbued. I know he set it up. I think he might have done it, but I'm not 100% sure.
I think he got it, but at this point, if he didn't do it, he will forget about it.
So again, I am really surprised with Chris here choosing to not continue to use the jumping
Nice.
DLC cloak, because yes, the armor he's wearing gives him more armor, but you're missing out on a lot of damage.
Ah, yes,
with
Gillica,
your
Lord of
jump attacks,
Blasphemy.
and I do see him doing some jump attacks here, which could just really make a big difference in his speed with some of these bosses.
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe he was taking too much damage and then decided it wasn't worth it, but
Please.
I
Oh my God,
totally
dude.
agree with you.
I mean, look at his
Fuck.
pants. Like, the pants he's wearing are not very armored pants, so he could be wielding much better pants here. Helios is first to go underground, so we will see if there is in fact a great room here at Mimic or some of the other places. I believe Durf is going to go imbued key in the Belfry Towers, and then we'll see where he decides to go after that.
Yeah, suddenly Durf is falling behind. He still has to do Moog. We forgot about
Yep.
that. So I think yeah, the underground it's so likely that it's going to pay off for Helios that and that's a benefit of going to height early.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do the whole running that Chris is doing right now.
I am actually surprised to see Helios here going for the item pickups. I don't think
She
you
wants
can
the
find a
Somber
Somber
8.
8 down here.
Actually, you can.
You can? Because I don't think I've ever
You
seen
can.
above a 6 down here.
No, you can.
Okay.
You can get all the way to 9 the whole of under,
Really? Okay. That is news to
except
me.
obviously Shifra and Ansel. Ansel you don't find Shifra. But here you can still find
Looks like Chris is going to Dectus. He might just go straight underground instead of doing the Dectus check. He did do Rusty Key, so he knows that Rusty Key was in its normal location, so Dectus is still a viable check for him. So we will see if he decides to go to one of those.
I don't think he wants to do height. He's looking for the spirit jump here to go immediately underground.
Yep, that looks to be the case.
And he would be, say, I would say 4 minutes behind Helios with a
Nope.
very similar amount of checks.
He is actually going to get the grace there. and potentially
Oh,
go up.
that will put him further behind.
Yep. As Durf goes to the Liurnia imbued sword key, we will go full screen with Helios as he enters the Mimic Tier replacement fight.
He's 30% more aggressive.
And that
I'd like
and
to see
it's
that.
very
honestly.
likely that this will either have a great rune or Rigo and guards. Like we know that there is
Mhm.
basically no other reasonable locations left.
Yep.
Obviously, it could be at an unreasonable place.
Yep.
But let's see.
But these are the last reasonable
what is it?
checks. We do have a spawner.
Scaly
Or no,
must
it's
be gone.
he was laying there
Not
blending
very
in.
scaly.
He was just laying.
He was taking a
thinking
nap.
thinking we would not
Yeah, that
notice his presence,
less
but
damage
we
than I thought.
did, and now he's going to be dead.
All right. Good news for Helios here if he finds a rune. Bad news for everybody else if he finds a rune. And he does. So he
And
is first to
he
mountaintops.
does. And by a whole margin.
He's ahead on in-game time
Tight
and he's
schedule
ahead on
now.
progress. Chris looks like he will be the second to mountaintops, with Durf hopefully close behind unless he chooses to go Moog.
The problem is Chris did not do the road preparation,
Yep.
so
Proceed
he is
to
going
lock
to be
in.
a bit behind.
He's a good
Not only
7 minutes behind, I think.
yeah, let's see. It will depend on.
So my grade runes
I think
were
the best
Godric.
moment to check is right now. He got to mountaintops at 130.40. So
Yay.
we will have like a perfect
my
estimate
God.
as soon as he
Do I go Moog?
gets through road.
Underground?
But I guess it's 2 minutes here to get to the
Oh.
boss, then another 2 or 3 minutes to get to road. So
Moog.
he's going to be probably 7 to 8 minutes behind.
Yep.
Durf is going Moog, so he's going to be even further behind,
Yep.
and that's unfortunate
I
for
think
him.
that very
He was
well
ahead
may be
for a very
GG's
long
for
time.
Durf.
Yeah, unless Fire Giant is the equalizer, or maybe Malekith.
Yep.
We don't know. Oh, there's another check
Yeah,
here.
that's
Like,
another one that I didn't know
Helios
of.
is filled with the checks.
There's actually 2 checks right there that I didn't know of, so I may start incorporating those if I need runes or not runes, stones at that point. Those are good to know.
Yeah. And you could always find something like a talisman that is useful, or something like a tier. Because right now, after you get 2 great runes, you can just buy the physic in round table, and that could be useful for you if you
Yep.
found something.
Now we will see if Durf decides to check the merchant or not.
Yeah, the merchant only had the raw meat dumplings, and he does not check it.
Little does he
let's see
know,
what
it's a good
Helios
call
does
not to
here.
check it, but we will see big screen with
But I
Helios
think
as
it's
he
misbegotten.
approaches the Fire Giant fight.
Okay, it is a misbegotten. No, is it? No,
Looks like
just regular misbegotten.
Leonine.
Yep.
Should be chill.
So very easy. Bleeds somewhat fast as well, so
Lots of
Should not
micro
be a problem.
staggers.
yeah, he doesn't have that much stance.
Mhm.
And boys, already at half health. Not a concern for Helios. Another bleed proc. And he's dead.
Insane fight, dude.
Easy fight.
He got to do literally nothing.
Into and
And
now here's the
also-
question:
Are you
white blood or blue blood? We
the
are
annoying
sorry,
one?
blue, red blood. We got red blood, so this is the much easier variant.
I think it might
Yeah,
be the
you
annoying
don't
one.
need to fight Noble afterwards.
Yeah, you
Just
definitely don't
Apostle.
want to see white blood on this fight.
Obviously, Apostle, like, I don't think there is many players that have a better Apostle than Noble fight, like,
Oh, no, he's
because
not the
Noble
annoying one.
is
Nice.
required for all remembrances. Noble is required for for a lot of things if you want to do them. Serpent
Yep.
Hunter. Apostle, you usually like it's only required as part of the duo, so people don't know Apostle as well, but Helios is doing quick work of him.
Absolutely destroying this fight.
Just
And
a
he
couple
gets it.
hits that
Nice.
don't matter. And Fire Giant was very easy. He
Come on.
gets over it before Chris can actually get through.
This is why I
To the
love
path to
randos.
road.
Randos are awesome. Randos are so fun. So
Durf is
fun.
very
move.
unhappy right now.
And now he's going to Mimic Tier.
Yep. He will be last to
And he'll
Mimic Tier.
finally catch up.
He may be right on par with Chris because of his extra setup. I think just a little bit behind.
Yeah, he did road, but he still needs 3 minutes to go down there and kill the boss.
Yep.
So he will be 3 or 4 minutes behind Chris, I would say, and over 10
Yep.
on Helios.
And now that is if he doesn't pull a BZ and just walk right off the edge. Right in front of the Grace.
Oh no.
Yeah, BZ did that yesterday in our rando race and
Oh no.
deterred him a lot from going down there.
Why is
I don't know what Helios
Helios
was doing
concerned?
there. I think he's
um,
okay.
I think he wants to go upgrade, maybe?
Yeah, did he find an 8? He must have
I
if he's
didn't
trying to
see.
come here. I don't know why else he would be coming to round
But
table.
how would he find an 8 and not do it before the Fire Giant fight?
Killed Fire Giant and found it, maybe?
Is there a check inside Fire Giant's arena?
I don't think there's a check
is
in the
terrible.
arena.
Oh, maybe he's banking on maybe the Twin Maiden Husk have.
He found something. Oh, he's going for smithing stones. He got the bell bearing for smithing stones.
Interesting.
He might be thinking of pivoting his weapon here back to the claymore. You know, I want to
I
get
mean,
his
it
thoughts
is-
here.
Gotta get something to eat. I understand. I am also hungry, but I need to finish this up before I go eat.
Yeah, he's going back to the claymore.
I think it's not a bad call because Lion's Claw is a good call against NPCs,
Mm-hmm.
and we know that they can occur heavily now with the DLC NPCs included. And just playing normal plus 20 should do more damage Sword of Milos plus 7.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't get the bleed, but it does get well, maybe he does get the bleed if he get the wet blade. I know he has the glintstone wet blade, so he could put cold in it, but I don't know if he found the Lion's Claw.
I
so-
think he put heavy
he-
on it.
No, yeah, he put heavy with flame skewer.
Yep.
He used flame skewer, which is an interesting choice. I don't know how good it will be at this level, but it should be better than Milos.
So we will get Durf's reaction here as he gets his final Great Rune.
Yeah, he could have gotten this like so
I
much
didn't even see this guy. He's invisible.
earlier than he got.
Come on, drop it. Drop it for Papa. Thank you. Jesus. Yeah, I'm so far behind.
Drop it for Papa. Fucking Durf, I love it.
Now we have a perfect estimate. Chris is 9 minutes and a half behind Helios
Yep.
in game time, and Durf is 2 minutes behind Chris. So this is Helios's to lose.
Yep.
Basically, he only needs to not die at the bosses.
Yep.
Even a slow fight would not be a problem.
I agree, Wander. More like Daddy Durf.
Problem is he doesn't know, so he might still push for speed.
Yep. I think he's still looking for that Somber 8 just in case to get his Milos online a little bit more.
Also, the smithing is like it's very easy to find eights here, especially like
Mm-hmm.
7. Maybe sometimes elusive.
Yeah, Durf and Chris are practically neck and neck in terms of where they currently are, but Chris
Oh,
does
there's a
have
big hand
about a
there.
minute and 40 seconds on Durf in game time.
Yes. Oh, the Star Scourge Heirloom. Not a bad talisman to add
Yeah,
now that he has the heavy attunement on the Claymore.
so we will at
Let's
this
see.
point be prioritizing Helios's big screen over Chris and Durf if they are all in a boss fight.
Godskin Duo can be an equalizer. The arena is not perfect for. Oh, he finds a 7.
Yeah,
He
that was
finds
the
four
last 7 he
7s.
needed.
If he has the 8s, he could have potentially plus 24. I don't know
Yep.
if he does, though.
I don't know if he has the 8s. I don't think he does, but I could have definitely missed it.
Yeah, so Godskin Duo can be a very big equalizer here. The arena really fucks with some bosses.
Yep.
Particularly the ones where you need to be very precise to dodge, like Millennia, for example. Let's see who he faces here.
Clean rod. Double clean
Oh, a
rod.
clean
The
rod
Clean Rod
night.
Knights.
I forgot.
Yeah, but
Flame's
it's the duo,
cure is
so you
different
should
than
be
Flame
careful.
Spear.
Yep.
They take extra damage to fire, so the Flame Skewer will work.
You really got to be careful of that one just flinging those discus of light in the background.
Bro, can you, like, not stall?
Perfect dodge there. Right on time. And he vomits a bit of rot. And Durf dies to the Leonine Misbegotten.
Oh, Durf.
While Chris also
Expertly.
had like a little bit of trouble, but got up also.
Mhm.
Okay.
And the Clean Route Night 1 is over. Now gotta deal with the Sickle one. It is a somewhat slow fight, but it shouldn't matter.
Yep.
This guy is honestly
Now,
kind of scary.
he did take some time to do the upgrade, so Chris
Oh.
could make up a little bit of the difference.
Especially if he
The 9
dies
minutes-
here, which I don't
Good thing
think
I
he
have
will, but he does
45
have to be very careful.
Or actually, I think I've closer to
And he
Yeah,
gets it.
now he should have it, yeah.
God, he hits hard.
Oh, Durf. Oh no, almost.
Get the fuck out of here. Yo,
And
thanks
he
for the
picks
follow,
up
Fickle.
Torrent to fight for his life. Dolores, the summon.
Yeah, he should be just spamming the R2 here.
Interesting that he decided to just.
Oh, that bitch.
Oh no.
See, with Darkmoon Greatsword, you don't even need to charge the attack to get the extra power. You just need to spam that R2 and you're good.
Exactly. Tap R2s are the way to go most of the
Mhm.
time, actually. Especially now that it
Uh-oh.
got nerfed
The
and doesn't do as much
white,
poise damage with the projectiles
red.
as it usually did.
Yep.
Check it out.
Now let's see Apostle now. Meanwhile,
Okay, it's red.
he is about to do bird skip.
Yep.
Oh, he missed the jump.
Dodge.
once again.
Oh, he misses
And
again.
he misses again and dies. That's the easy part.
Yep, he does lose a little bit of time here if the others can get it first try.
Yeah,
do
I
see
think for
Durf.
Durf is going to be tough because he's already very much behind
Yep.
Chris as well, so he would need double incidents.
Durf cleaning up the Apostle very well. Took a few hits in the beginning, but the rest of the fight was just easy peasy for him.
Yeah, he made it.
We will go
now-
full screen
oh.
here.
Oh fuck.
That is
Oh,
a very
that's not-
tanky knight.
That's not a good enemy to be at the bird skip location.
Yep.
You definitely don't want to not have him killed before you do it. Because he can shoot fire at you. That's the enemy all of us who don't know how to do bird skip hope for.
Yep.
Because he already lost time on the skip. If he just had done normal way, he would be ahead.
And he
Of
gets
his
the
own
rest of
time,
it
I mean.
very
Easiest skip of my
easily.
life.
Oh my god, Chris! Very good crit out there, but he got shot. He got shot like point blank.
Oh, man. Oh, and he gets shot again. Oh, and he misses it
my-
this time. Oh, no.
Oh, that's
Chris,
so
that is
unfortunate.
not what you need right now.
The lobster shot.
Oh, man. He did at least get
At
the
least he got
grace
the
right there.
grace.
Yeah. Normally that's a grace that I
always get
skipped.
this grace. My one attempt on All Remembrances Deathless before DLC, it died
just
here.
duct tape
It died
everywhere.
exactly here.
Oh,
So-
man.
Oh, he's going to kill the lobster? Why? No, don't do that. Don't go for the lobster.
He does give up on it.
Not only is that lighter, it's also worse.
Now we're going to see what Malikat
Oh,
is.
Chris dies again.
No.
No, I think he gets the quit out in time.
Flogger Bloom and Lump of Flesh.
I think it
That
was
seems appropriate.
A return to desktop without,
Yep.
maybe.
I think it was.
So it will take some time for him now because he needs to.
Ooh,
Okay,
we
so
got Ghost
Loretta.
Loretta.
Yeah.
Should be easy. And a better fight with this weapon than Milos because she does not bleed.
Yep.
So you get more damage out of like non-bleed weapons.
And the charge attack on Milos is just really bad.
Yeah,
it locks
doesn't
you into
really
such a
does-
long combo.
Doesn't really make you any favors for sure. But now I'm thinking maybe Flame Skewer wasn't that good for Helios. I think Lion
And how much
Scroll
does
would have
boss
been
one-shot you
I
have to take?
agree.
better overall because I am not seeing that much more damage. The fire effect.
Yeah, like that.
Loretta is
Like
not
exactly like
particularly
that.
resistant to fire.
He is taking a lot of hits here by her. But his flask numbers are just so up there that it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
Oh my god, Durf is
Ooh.
exploded.
We have Putrescent Knight at Malekith. This is actually...
Oh.
Okay, I need
Could
to
be a
lock
tough
in
What
fight.
Chris would hope for. This is what
Mhm.
Chris would hope for. And I don't know, we need to see the damage now. It's good damage, but not amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, it's another boss that does not bleed, does not suffer any status, I think. I don't think he can be rotted or poisoned.
Honestly, I'm not seeing a big difference between the charge heavy and the regular R1s. I think he's just better off doing R1s here, unless he's trying for the staggers.
I think
Which he does get
you
one.
want the stagger on this guy.
I am going to step away for just a second. I will be right back.
Yeah. Now it's the moment to wait for the phase transition. which is taking his sweet time. Putrescent is taking his sweet time to do it. He doesn't function properly outside of his arena. Now we get it.
Heal.
Gets hit
No!
twice and 3 times and
I
he
hate
dies.
that. I never. Fuck.
Those attacks are terrible with Frost. Now I wonder
I'm
if
sorry,
this
that's
can
stupid.
become an incident that would give both
I need more
Durf
And I am
damage
back.
and
anyway, so I'm gonna plus
Chris
9, and
opportunity to
maybe
catch up.
even
Yeah, he
plus 20,
just
whatever.
died to the phase
21.
transition Frost
See what
attack,
does more
Okay.
and he's going back to uh potentially get more upgrades on the weapon. And he
Okay.
did find the Somber 4, the Somber Bellbearing 4, so he gets a Somber 8 out of this.
So this fight is actually going to be really bad for Durf here with the Frost.
That's true. That's true. It's not going to be good for him.
I definitely think Chris is the best off for this fight. He could make up a lot of progress here if Helio struggles on this fight.
Is the Grafted Blade strike or standard damage?
I think it's strike.
That can be very, very good for him on the Putrescent fight.
Mm-hmm.
Now Durf is about to get the Clean Route Knights. The thing is, that death made up, and the upgrades and the back and forth made a lot of time back for Chris.
Yes, it did.
If he can get Putrescent Knight first try, we have a real race
Mm-hmm.
for the final bosses.
Oh, for sure.
Now let's see how Helios does the second attempt. He still going for the Claymore.
I think he did buy the Sombers, so I think he plans on using Milos, unless he upgraded another weapon, which I didn't notice. Interesting tidbit for you here as well. Chris is choosing not to do bird skip, meaning that he will save a little bit of extra time there as well, not fighting that enemy, which could be very tough to fight.
Also, there is one problem after that return to desktop quit out. The live split is not working for Chris.
Okay.
So we don't know the current situation with his time. So after Helios is done, we might have to ask for the in-game time.
Yep.
But we don't know. Maybe
Please,
Chris
just
finishes before.
fucking
Let's see how the
rocks.
Putrescent Knight goes now. And he has Rot Grease. I guess I'll have my answer to the question.
Yep.
If Putrescent can be rotten, I guess
No,
he
I want to
can.
heal.
Otherwise,
Oh, he used up another rot grease on accident instead of healing.
that's unfortunate. But at least he has like more opportunities now to get the grease.
Ooh.
What?
Takes a big hit
It's
there.
Okay, dude.
I don't
Oh,
think he's
man.
going to get a proc. Yeah, this boss is filled with opportunities for roll catches and heal catches.
Yep.
The openings on him are not very generous, I would say. You have to dodge most of the combo to get
Yep.
a full
I'm never getting the rock
opportunity.
proc.
Yeah, he's just one of those bosses that doesn't
need
give
to
you a whole
try
lot to go
to-
off of.
Beat him as usual.
Exactly. And this is one that you can actually punish, but it's very hard to do so. You
What
would need
the
to
fuck?
you would need to become
It's the
mouse in a
pillars.
tutu to actually find the timings on.
So Chris is actually about to start the putrescent fight as well. He's just half health with Loretta here.
Jumps the first part.
Gets hit by the
Does
second.
not get the second, but gets the jump on the third. That's more than good enough. The previous time he got, he ate all 3 of them.
I want to
That
see
was-
Chris's reaction here. He's happy, but he does take
So
massive hits
happy.
here.
He got too happy. But let's see now how he does.
Yeah, we are going to
He's
keep it
still
big screen
fighting.
here.
And Durf is about to get there as well. He's doing bird skip, trying to
Oh,
go past the Fire Knight. Oh my god.
does not get the quit out in
He
time.
died. Now Helios is trying to be very careful now. He only has 1 flask.
Oh,
But he
big
gets the
stagger.
stagger.
And that should be
And he
it.
gets
There
the
he goes.
kill.
We will go big
Got
screen
fucking
here with
damn it,
Chris
dude.
as he finishes up the fight himself, hopefully getting it first try and making up a massive amount of time on Helios.
He also gets both bell bearings. So now he can push the weapon to plus 24 if he wants to.
Okay.
Okay, time for Chris now. Jumps over the first,
Expertly getting all
and
3.
the second, and the third. Knows the timings perfectly.
Looks like Durf is going for bird skip again.
Yeah, he chose to just ignore the Fire Knight.
Putrescent is just running away from Chris. He's scared of him.
Oh my god, Durf! Durf, no!
Durf, just give up
Gets
on bird skip, Durf.
blasted by the Fire Knight.
Yeah, as you can see, Chris's damage is quite large here. It's just finding those opportunities for attack sometimes can be rough with Putrescent.
Yeah, you pretty much can only do our ones here.
Oh my gosh, Chris almost dies. That was a really big
Damage.
hit.
And Putrescent is confused about his location.
We'll go big screen here with Helios. It's just a
Doing
DTS.
draconic
We'll stay.
Triception now.
Yeah, we'll stay big screen here with Chris as he's fighting the much more difficult boss.
Yeah, it's probably 3 or 4 hits. Maybe
Just a bad
less.
move to get here when he's trying to be fast.
Yeah, needs to dodge the
And
entirety of it.
He gets it. First try for Chris.
This is the equalizer. We sadly we don't know the in-game time now.
I think he
I
still
would-
needs one more equalizer, honestly.
I think he has 2 minutes probably.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more.
And Helios gets it. I'm sorry, I should have been on full screen there. Durf is
was a
now
DTS.
approaching the fight. He did get bird skip on his 3rd attempt. We will
Let's
go
see.
full screen with
We only-
Helios.
We only have 4 bosses left.
Yep.
2 encounters of 2 bosses. It could be anybody. And like so far, the prayers of Chris have been attended. Like
Yep.
he just had to
That's-
die to guys twice
I can't say I'm
He
not
had to
nervous,
die to
but
Putrescent
I
Knight
also feel
once.
like whatever the
So
result
basically
is now,
that
I'm happy.
gave Chris the opportunity to be in striking
I think I
distance
put
right
on
now.
a
Let's
pretty good
see
fight.
what
We
comes
got
up now.
Cumbug Duo. This will be
Why am I
pretty
Yeah,
so
easy.
far away,
that
dude?
should not be a concern.
Now, don't underestimate them. Like, if they get you locked into like a little combo and hit you with a lot of their
Nice, one
coom, like
They can be deadly.
yeah, look at that. Like
Look at that.
that coom deals a lot of damage.
But
But
they have no poise.
None.
They have no poise at all. It's over before it starts. Oh, Durf gets very big hit by Lolita now.
And
Oh,
Cemetery
Cemetery
Shade, oh my
Shade.
goodness, just an
Yeah, this
absolutely
is-
free boss fights.
This is definitely not good for Chris. Because Helios now is only 2 bosses away from him. And he's
Okay.
kind of like, it didn't look like that would be possible. It's kind of close to sub 2 hours. He's not going to get it probably, but
I mean, if it's a really easy duo fight again, he definitely could get a sub 2 hour here, which would be wild.
yeah. That's true, but it is
One more boss. Or two
it
more,
is
I guess.
less
but
likely.
One more
Durf
boss.
see.
taking massive hits by Ghost Loretta here.
Yes. Very big. DTS is not being kind to Chris as well. He's losing made. And Helios makes the final fight. Who is Radagon?
Omen Killer.
Omen Killer. Oh, but yeah, don't eat the whole attack, but it should be easy.
Okay, my R2 didn't go through for some reason.
Got the bleed and the
And
stagger
that's it.
and Elden Beast. We
Elden
only
Beast
need one
is...
boss.
Okay, fuck you, video game.
Oh,
Okay.
Red Bear. Gonna have to deal with the NPC after all.
What? Shut up.
Now he wishes he had Lion's Claw.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Red Bear
my
is
God, the
hitting like a
damage.
truck.
This is fucking horrendous.
The damage on this guy.
We'll see how Chris handles this boss fight. If he can get it, if somehow Helios dies here, this could still go to
Why is
Chris.
he so good?
There is a chance, yes.
Ooh.
Jesus, I wish the weapon
Like,
was
the
half as
damage
good.
is definitely happening.
Mm-hmm.
And they are tanky.
Keep
Like
thinking
the
this is Flame
DLC
Spear,
boss is all
Obscure.
tanky. But the NPCs in particular are very tanky.
As you can see, Durf is fighting the Putrescent and does have it at half health.
But he has no
Jesus,
flasks.
he's so
No
shit,
flash,
dude.
and he took some big hits there.
What a shitty boss. What a shitty final boss. This is the kind of final boss Alex puts in Seed Run.
And the sub 2 hour dream is over.
It is over.
Right, of course he has a flask. Why wouldn't he?
He seems to be doing much better. Does take some big hits there, though.
It's
Chris-
a lot of health yet on the Red Bear.
Yep.
This is going to
I like
take
how-
a minute.
I just realized Flame Skewer is reskinned Giant Hunt, but no one complains
Now
about it
Chris-
because it's new.
Entering Kindred of Rot. Duo should be an easy.
Takes a
Fight for
big
him.
hit, though, by the second one.
No! No!
Oh! Helios almost
Oh
goes
my
down. He is down to 3 flasks left with Red Bear at half health.
Oh, you little PvP
Rot
devil.
is dead. Cemetery Shade now. For Chris.
Chris makes very quick work of the Cemetery Shade.
Yeah, no problem at
Bro,
all.
It's not cool. What you're doing right now is not cool.
And it's
I'm not
so
fucking
like
around.
we cannot ask now. We cannot ask the English
Yep.
beat down to the wire.
Yeah, we'll have to wait here.
We don't know how far. We don't know how far they are.
You're
Apart
We'll
now.
keep it
stupid-ass
big screen on
backsteps.
Helios.
How many times are you gonna backstep?
Yeah, he's about. He could get it.
Not fucking
He
around.
only has
We're
2
not fucking
flasks
around.
now.
Think he'll use one of them here. Yep.
Only one.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
Do
got
the double
one
roar.
left.
Come on. Do your roars. You
Still
little
has raw meat
roarer.
dumplings though.
Chris
He
makes
bought them
very
from the
easy work
shop.
of the Omen Killer. First try, and Helios
Fuck
gets
you.
He
it.
just got that.
We will go full
And
screen
what-
here on Chris as he finishes up.
Amazing. Okay, so Helios has a 202
Ooh.
12. Interesting with the charge attack preparation to get the red bear, the NPC. Doing it much faster than Helios.
Yeah, but we have not seen the heal from Red Bear yet. There it is.
Yes. I think this proved that colossal weapon is the way to go most of the time.
Yep.
You want the raw damage.
Yeah, we will not interrupt Chris's fight here to get his in-game time. We will find it out afterwards.
No.
Two more hits will do it for Chris. And that's it. Chris gets it. What is his in-game time, though?
Oh my god, bro. What? Nah, bro, I can still get sniped here, man. Nah.
This is going to
Nah.
be close, but I don't know by how much.
Nah.
Go, 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 go.
Go, Chris, go. $2:05. Okay, so he is about 3 minutes behind still.
205.
All right, so we will go
Yes.
ahead and pull the players in here for post-match commentary. They all did absolutely excellent. That was so much fun to watch.
For sure, yes. And like back and forth in
going
terms of who was ahead.
Welcome in,
GGs.
gamers. GGs to you guys.
GG.
You all played
GGs.
absolutely excellently. My goodness, that was so much fun to watch. All three of you guys just really clutched it there. Durf, you just got unlucky on some of your checks there in the end, but Helios, you are today's winner by about 3 minutes. How do you feel?
Helios is not there.
Yeah, Helios
I
stepped
know.
away. Chris, how do you feel about your performance today, seeing a couple DLC bosses?
I was really excited.
Yeah, we saw you get
GGs,
really
man.
excited with Putrescent, and you were so excited you took a massive hit right off the bat.
They were only 3 minutes behind, like,
Mhm.
and Helios had like a long fight with Red Bear. So if he died there, you would probably get it.
Yeah, if he had died to Red Bear, you probably would have gotten it.
GG's, man. Fucking hell. That's wild.
Just
bro.
know you were only about 3
Yes.
minutes behind. Durf, how do you feel about the bosses in today's scene?
They're pretty easy, honestly. The Malekith fight was a little tough, but I felt like I could have beat him. I was
Yeah.
on him right there. So, but yeah, overall, yeah, bosses were pretty easy.
Good. Helios, let's get your thoughts. How do you feel about getting the win today and moving on to the semifinals?
I was muted. I said, "Oh, I did win. That's good."
Yes. Yeah, you clutched the victory today by about 3 minutes on Chris.
Yeah, I did. Like after I
Fucking
finished,
hell.
I checked the mainstream because I was suspecting that sort of thing.
Yep.
Because normally when you finish, you get unmuted immediately.
Yep, but we didn't know exactly Chris's time, and he was going into the final boss. We didn't want to distract him, so we were just going to let him finish it out and then see. because he tried to do a quit out and did a dashboard quit out, and that messed up his live split timer. So
Ooh, okay. Man, that was a rough one. Like, Petrus Knight and Gaius, not really bosses I've practiced
yep.
that
But
much.
you
and,
did
like, I
really
don't know
well
them.
on him. You died twice to putrescent, but did really good the third attempt. You you all did again absolutely fantastically. It was a lot of fun to watch. Durf, you were first to capital, and just sadly, the runes were not kind to you.
Yeah, you get bad luck.
Yep.
And I had two
Yeah,
back-to-back bad luck checks, check
you
runs.
thought about going underground, then you decided to do Moog. If you had done there, you would probably win by a lot actually.
Yeah. I if you had
Everybody
gone to
did all
underground,
the checks.
yep.
I was thinking about it. I was like, I should do Mimic Tier just real quick. And then I was like, there's better checks.
Yep.
Went away.
Yeah, sadly,
Yeah.
this is just one of those seeds that underground definitely would have worked, especially in your favor, considering how far ahead you were getting to capital. I think you had capital cleared before the other two even went there, but they were doing other checks that you then later went and did. Um,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Yeah, the Lernia checks, like the Lernia item checks were all garbage, which I ended up doing later. But yeah, I should have done Mimic Tier before doing those, I think, chess checks or whatever.
mm-hmm. Yeah, all players, you guys did absolutely fantastic. That was a very entertaining match to watch. It was very fun to see the fact that you guys went to slightly different locations each time, but we're all generally around the exact same time going in terms of progress. Your boss slaying and everything was really on par with each other. I think Helios did end up making up some decent time in the like overall on some of the bosses, and it wasn't necessarily that like his weapon was an interesting choice. So you went Claymore and Sword of Milos, which I was really surprised about the Sword of Milos play.
Good
Interesting.
weapon. It's not perfect, but it got the job done.
Yeah.
What did Chris use?
Chris was using Grafted Greatblade, which is personally one of my favorite weapons. I'm surprised none of you decided to pivot or decide to go to Rotten Staff at all.
I didn't even find that.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I found it.
I think Durf found it. I don't know if Chris found it.
Yeah, but Durf had already committed to
Yeah,
Dark Moon. And
he did so
that's
much
hard
commitment to
to-
it, so definitely pivoting away from that one would not have been
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
So how do you
Yeah, I
feel
got
about
lucky at the
Darkman
beginning.
Greatsword though?
That's the first time I ever used it, and I like it a lot. It's slow, but man, it does some damage.
Yeah.
I ended up like finding the int talisman and an int helmet, and it was the perfect amount of int at the beginning of the game to get a Darkmoon Greatsword like +4
Yep.
before even going to whatever it's called, the precipice. So I was like, all right, we'll give this a shot.
Yep. Yeah, well, again, very well played by all players. I think you guys all did fantastically. Helios, you will be moving on to the semifinals, and I am sorry, Durf and Chris, but this is the end of the tournament for you boys. You guys played excellently. Some of your times during this competition has just been fantastic. Durf, I know, especially in the qualifiers, I know you are very proud about your performance. You got 2 PBs in your first sub 2 hours, so very, very well done by all of you guys. This
Thank
has
you.
been
Yeah,
a
that's
blast
fun.
to watch you all.
Yes,
Um,
I
I'm gonna
appreciate
Yes,
it.
rewatch
Like,
it.
better.
and I also got to commentate on both Chris's matches, and it's so amazing on see bosses. Like,
Mhm.
I will never forget that. I'll never forget that Bale.
Yeah.
As Makar, and also did like amazingly the Gaius fight here, like
Mhm.
textbook. So yeah,
Yeah, no, your
I fully
DLC
appreciate
fights
that.
are glorious to watch. Rambler, do you have any questions or closing thoughts for any of the players?
I don't think I do. I just wish Helios good luck moving forward, and I I thank Chris and Durf for like putting up a great show.
For sure.
Yeah, thank you for commentary.
We will
luck to
close
you
out
too,
this
Ramsler.
prediction. Helios, you did make a few people a decent bit of money, so
Nice job, Helios.
What can I say?
So
Happy
good.
they
I
got
got
it.
0%. Wow. Okay. God damn.
Nah.
Okay. Okay.
I
No
should have
way.
Chat did not believe in
I
you
should've
today,
put
Chris. I'm
money
sorry.
I should have put money
Screw
there.
you, chat.
That was
Goddammit.
that
Oh
was
my
the
god.
bad.
I
Oh,
wasn't
you-
gonna say anything, but you looked so.
God fucking damn it.
Oh,
Well,
Chris.
screw you.
Oh.
I beat Derp. Alright. God fucking damn.
If I noticed
Helios,
that, I
you
would
better
have put
get your ass to the finals, alright?
I
Better.
would have put one there because it would be the only
1
one
point
to
on
win.
him. But overall, again, I've said this several times. It was such a blast to watch you guys all. Seeing your different routings and the way that you guys were approaching each boss, the fact that each of you used a completely different weapon. We had Chris going full strength build, Durf going full intelligence build, and then Helios doing a little mixture of some stuff to try to get Milos online and everything. It was really fun to watch.
Oh, it was full Dex. It was just 2 great swords with Dex.
Okay, gotcha.
So
I wasn't sure what stat you were pumping. I figured it was mostly strength, but I gotcha. You were going dex for it. Okay. Well, we will see you guys in the semifinals. There is a match tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time. This match will be of the winners bracket. This is Helios versus not Helios, Hooser versus Sirius versus Vikrosh. These are the 3 that won each of their matches. So this is the winners bracket. Whoever wins this match will be going directly to the finals, while the 2 losers of this match will join Helios in the semifinals matchup, and then we will see who the 4th member of the semifinals is on Saturday. I believe it is going to be at 12 p.m. Eastern time, and that will be a very interesting match to watch as well. In that match here, let me just double check really quickly. That match is Aggie versus Rambler and Gustav. So that'll be a very interesting match to keep an eye out for as well, guys. Rambler, how do you feel about your competitors on Saturday?
I think it's going to be a great fight to see who is going to be first and who's going to be second. My goal is to be third.
That's your goal, is to be last. Rambler, you gotta
finish.
set your
Beautifully said.
sights a little higher than that, my friend.
I think I will need some luck and I will need some trickery.
I mean,
to get
it
ahead.
all comes down to rune checks and boss
Exactly.
execution.
Do
Your
the-
boss
do the weird
execution is
ones,
good,
man.
so if
the
you
weird ones first, maybe.
yeah, you never know. You do the weird ones first, you might get them. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, guys, we are going to go ahead and transfer over to our pause screen here. And then I will be probably I might do a rando race. I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of in the rando race mood, so we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys, everyone that is here right now. All the competitors, Rambler, again, thank you massively for coming in and showing the love and being a co-commentator in replacement of Shaka, because he sadly just never even replied back. I think he just completely
Shame
forgot.
to Shaka. Shame.
Shame, Shaka, shame.
Shaka. She's shocking.
Yep. All right, guys, we will be back shortly. I'm going to go on the pause screen, and I will see Chad again shortly.